Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is I Am Betty J Gathers, another one of our beloved and dedicated moderators here. I put a lot of focus on moderators, even though we really don't have that many when you think about it. But because they've all been dear friends of mine for many years, they're all dear friends of each other. They all care very deeply about the YouTube journey, their fellow creators, those of us in the Tuber Chat family, and their own communities as well. So I hope everybody will connect with all of our moderators, but what you'll find from Betty J Gathers is a creator essentially living her best life over 60. And this creator's done tons of vlogging in the truest sense, where she brings us into her home, into her life. She takes us out on the road. Popular subjects here include healthy eating, healthy living, intermittent fasting, and this creator's been known to post hundreds and hundreds of short videos, many of them featuring the creator herself, getting far beyond 10,000 views, and you see that she's got plenty more that have done even better lately. 36,000, 40,000, 56,000 views. She's done a ton of live streaming as well, and while Betty might be herself on screen as we're used to with a lot of talking head videos or live streams, she's also done a ton of StreamYard panels, and I've joined her on her channel at least once before. She's had dozens of other creators, either in a casual sense or informal interviews, so you'll be introduced to more creators when you get over there. All of our moderators on this channel allow and encourage everybody to connect with people the same way we do here whenever you visit them for premieres or live streams. So when you visit I Am Betty J Gathers, you'll have that opportunity as well. She's working on 3,800 subscribers, and many of you who've been here many times before over the years have heard me say that 3,000 seems to be a very telling marker when it comes to people's YouTube journeys. If somebody can get to 3,000 subscribers 100% organically, then I believe wholeheartedly that they can get to 10,000 if they want to, maybe 100,000 one day and even beyond. The only reason why some of the bigger numbers become questionable is because it can take years, and we don't know what the world's going to look like, what YouTube's going to look like. We've seen a lot of changes, but I fully expect that creators like this can go as far as they want on YouTube, and then it's just a matter of time. So hopefully everybody will connect with I Am Betty J Gathers and all of our beloved and dedicated moderators. And then I wanted to make sure that we get an opportunity to introduce everybody to all of our moderators over the course of the next 80 live streams or so. We have literally done 920 of these things. There's no intention of stopping even after we pass 1,000, but you'll notice that I intended from the beginning to get to 1,000. We just want to make sure everybody gets another chance to get introduced to all of our moderators along the way. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. When we look right now at the screen, we see OG Sean White, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They just dropped a super chat, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. It's absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated, of course, but we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away when those things happen here. As well, you notice the wheel that we've got full of names of channels here in the chat. Over the course of the next 3 hours, I'll spin that wheel. That will decide who comes up at what time. We'll talk about everybody's different channel, and over the course of this stream, I'll add more names to that wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. It can be a long wait, but the most important thing is conversating with people in the chat. That's how you make new friends here. And then our moderators and members are added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, like Nez Lover, who's about to be added. In a few hours, we're going to go over to Cove Action. That's Chuck and Lori in Syracuse, New York. They are going to bring us a new travel-based video. I believe that's the one where they went to Ireland. Am I right about that? They might be giving us the Guinness Brewery tour. Unless I'm mistaken, because I set a video to share for them as well. That's going to go out in the morning. I always do my community shares or post-page shares early. But you know what I mean. And then I see we've got quite a few friends in the chat. So I'll add names to the wheel as time goes on. Hala is here. Life with Angel 16 is in the house. I've got plenty of names on the wheel already. Scratch and PPA, Just Jason Keto, and Michael's Adventures are all there as beloved and dedicated moderators. Cove Action, Hearth and Home, and Nez Lover are all on there. Simply Debbie Sue, along with Foraging and Urban Farming, are on the wheel. Tim Mitchell is there, of course. And then I'll continue to add names. There it is, Dublin Guinness Storehouse Experience. So we have that to look forward to tonight. Be Strong Like a Grizzly is in the house. Good to see you here. And Fishing Ranch 656 is in the house, trying to get to 1,000 again. Yeah, here in Tuber Chat, we hit the 1,000 and then we dipped under it. And then we had to go over to our friend Happy Lux, who got us back over the hump there. That kind of thing happens all the time. Jojo the Enforcer, good to see you in the house. A Simple Happy Life is here. April Showers 9 is in the house as well. She's a longtime friend. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to saying hello to everyone. Natalie Nicole ASMR is here. And pardon me, when we look, Handicapped Travelers in the house, of course. I knew I was missing another channel. Like I said, as long as everybody's active, we'll get around to saying hello to everyone. Now, OG Sean White dropped a super chat. They've done that before. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. What this creator's doing is a lot of door dashing. That's what I've found from them more than anything else. I think they're live right now, as a matter of fact. Yeah, so they're out there doing a bunch of door dashing. Definitely has its ups and downs. I'm learning that from some of our gig working friends. And then OG Sean White is approaching 900 subscribers, which is great to see. So they're live streaming all the time. Seems to be almost daily that they're on, which is great. And I'm a huge fan of the idea of double dipping when we're thinking about side hustles, or even if you have a job where you're able to live stream. I know it's not common, but it's possible. We've got one friend destined to recover. She's a Amazon dispatcher, if I understand right. She live streams every day. Can you imagine free Wi-Fi, live streaming your entire day in a popular company? She does vertical live streams and her channel's just exploding. This is what we can expect from OG Sean White, and we have other gig workers like Driving Daily and Gig Life with the Stardashians. They've changed their name, Keeping Up with the Stardashians. And then, yes, Tuber Cat is that we've got two Tuber Cats, and they're in the background. They won't, I don't know if they're going to make cameo appearances today, because they're both resting and laying around and not very active right this second. Thank you for that, Nez Lover. And then Mariana Latrinia, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Handicapped Traveler hopefully got us some footage. I'm sure they did while they were on vacation, maybe traveling, I'm not sure. And then OG Sean White, so live streams all the time. Plenty of shorts on the channel, featuring a lot of talking head videos from the creator and a little bit of outdoor footage, obviously bringing us all 4 seasons. Some of that winter weather does well for a lot of creators as well. And then let's think about spinning the wheel. But OG Sean White, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Like I said, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. And then April Showers is coming up. This is another, like I said, longtime friend. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Pardon me. Choking on nothing here. April Showers Network up on the screen. This creator's brought us a lot of variety over the years. and you see some of the videos here are sporadically posted. Shorts on the channel as well. And these have got now into 4,800, 5,300, 2,100 with pure variety, a lot of talking head videos again. And then live streams. This creator is bringing a lot of newsworthy content into their live streams, and they're on frequently as well. I guess it's been a few weeks since I've caught you, but hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these again soon. 2,200 subscribers, which is great to see. We'd love to push them towards the 2,300 they're thinking about, and they're going to have 2,000 videos in total on their channel pretty soon. It's interesting to see how far some of our friends have come over the last 5.5 years, almost 6 years now. Superchat's been here as a channel, and many of our friends are posting thousands, not just hundreds, literally thousands of videos between live streams, shorts, and traditional content as well. Sarah Prestwood, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Grant's Faithful GLP1 Journey is dropping a super chat, so we'll look at that channel right now, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then when we look at Grant's Faithful GLP1 Journey, this creator actually has a brand new video. Oh, some more fitness. Yes, I just watched a fitness video, actually. I don't know why my red line is not all the way across, but I just watched that video. And then it's interesting what they were doing, because it looked like a little bit of a challenge where they had weights going on, but they were doing something where they were, I don't know what you call this thing, where you push that cart with the weights on it. I'm not going to play it because I don't watch videos like while we stream here, but you know what I mean. Some of you know. Also, I'm pulling it as well. I didn't see that, so maybe I didn't quite get to the end of that video yet, but that's okay. And then when we look at Faithful GLP1 Journey, we know there's lots of information on the About section to let us know exactly what they're going to bring us. They're talking about not just health, but mindset to go along with that. And then they've got some shorts on the channel as well. These have just started, so there's almost a dozen of them there, but they've already gotten into 1,600 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. So this channel's going live frequently already. And it looks like they've got one coming up on Monday. Monday they've got one coming up. So we'll be looking forward to that. Just as a quick note, not that it matters right now, I've already put the live streams up, the next couple, but we'll be off for a few days. I am heading away for work for a few days, and we'll be back. We're expecting to be back on Friday. So we got a few days in between streams right now. New times, new beginnings. Good to see you here. It's me, Alec, is on the wheel. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Faithful GLP1 Journey, thank you again for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I know I say it all the time, absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. I didn't realize earlier OG Sean White actually took over the stream boss position. That's that camera, or video game life meter under my camera there that you can see. And it's a fun feature. I mean, everybody can see the obvious transactional benefit to having that, but every super chat, milestone message, and membership knocks a little bit of life off that stream boss, and then the last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure for their channel. And yeah, that's what makes it so interactive. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then, pardon me, Covaction Travel. This is Chuck and Lori. They've actually got 2 channels. I'll show you Lori's other channel, although they told us in the last stream that they're really focused over here. From Syracuse, New York. We're going to watch this video after Tuber Chat today. They're bringing us a full walkthrough of the Dublin Guinness Storehouse. So this will be really cool. Lots of people head to Ireland to learn to pour the perfect pint, my understanding tells me, and it'll be interesting to see what they do there. They're known for over-the-top production value when it comes to their videos, many different camera angles and shots. They've let us know they use DaVinci Resolve, for instance, but they've got drones and different cameras, and they share with us their thought process about how to consider how you're going to get all the shots that you want while you're traveling, because sometimes things are very fast paced, especially when you're on tours and things like that. And they have a wonderful back and forth together. They've got more travel footage in their shorts videos here, 8,500, 12,000, 20,000 views on one of these, and they're working on 5,800 subscribers. They already had just about this much before coming to Superchat, so great to see a new channel, over 5,000 just joining us a few months ago. And then they've got these live streams that happen occasionally, and this is where they will share travel talk and then now a little bit of YouTube insight as well. So let me show you Live, Love, Laugh Lori. You'll notice that they cross-promote the channels with different series like they did this past Christmas. So they've let us know they're focusing on Covaction travel right now, but there's Chuck and Lori again. And we'd love to get this channel moving towards its first 100 subscribers, give it its head start before they start posting some more content. And then we'll get a better look at the channel after Tuber Chat in another couple of hours. And then It's Me Alec is going live tomorrow at 5:30. So pardon me for 1 second. Siri doesn't listen. I have to yell at it repeatedly. I got to get Siri on the case there so that I can make sure I don't miss that. I've missed a couple birthdays lately. I think, Kiwi Crochet had a birthday a couple weeks ago that I missed. I'm still heartbroken over that. And then, anybody can reach out anytime. I will always try to make it into anything that you've got, whether it's a live stream or a premiere, especially special occasions. I try never to miss anybody's monetization celebration, but anniversaries, birthdays, milestones, I hope everybody's celebrating all their milestones. Yes, Nomads, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, Nomads has been to the storehouse as well. Timmy Does Everything is here. Sailing Cook George is in the house. I caught them again for a live stream the other day. They were editing a video. That was cool. That was cool to see. I think they were using Premiere, if I understood. I know I asked them in the chat. I think they said Premiere they were doing. And then, what we're looking at right now, Live, Love, Laugh Lori. And I think I said we were just about to spin the wheel. Oh, I'm not making mistakes here, which I am. So let's spin and we'll see who's coming up. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. When we look at Just Jason Keto, we see another fellow Canadian actually just a couple of hours away from me. We've met up a small handful of times now. And Just Jason Keto is going to bring us healthy eating, healthy living, focused on a proper human diet. The idea of a ketogenic-based diet or lifestyle has become very popular. I mean, it's probably always been popular, but seems to me it's got more and more so over the last long while. Jason brings us product reviews, things we might find in health food stores, grocery stores, and focuses a lot on recipes. What I like about what he's doing here is that his recipes only feature a few ingredients, usually things that we have in the pantry. Simple and easy to make. Literally, here we go with the red lines not going all the way across. I just watched the video again, an hour ago, 2 hours ago, something like that. So that's my rant for the day, whining and complaining about YouTube for no reason. It's probably my fault. I switch accounts all the time, so maybe I was running a playlist and switched at the wrong time. So chaffle recipes, pardon me, Just Jason Keto is known for. He's done over 100 of these. Many different flavors, many different options, some of them challenges from other influencers or creators. He mixes up the content. He's done a holiday series similar to what we talked about with Covaction, where the content is different just over those holiday series. People do that for Vlogtober and Vlogmas and other times of the year. And then Just Jason Keto might do traditional product reviews, some of the things we'll find in the kitchen, and he brings a small amount of variety on the channel. Plenty of guests join him, both in videos and live streams. We'll see those in a moment. And his shorts videos give us a hint about healthy looking and grilling content, getting now into 6,600 views, 23,000 on one of these. And he, in his recent video, he shared a trick about sharing videos out on the community tab. We've been talking about this for a while now. And you can breathe new life into older videos by doing that. You can see that video that he's posted. But one of the things that he always talks about is the idea of revisiting videos that have been successful. So he found great success in a review video of a barbecue that he'd set up. And now, at least once a year, revisits that by making another video of that barbecue. And you can see that that's taken off for him. Another 6,900 views, his second most popular shorts video. So Just Jason Keto as well does tons of live streams, and he's on every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. That's a weekly schedule. Sometimes it's Jason himself, sometimes he's got a guest, and we're always talking keto and YouTube, and he's mixing things up. So he's on a series right now. He might bring us a little bit of extra content if he's going for a long drive to come and see me in Niagara Falls, or he might bring us a homestead hangout with some other YouTubers that have had impact on him. And then you'll meet more friends whenever you're over there, because he's a beloved and dedicated moderator here. And hopefully everybody will connect and push him towards the 7,400 subscribers he's thinking about. And then one of the things we don't do is we never put channels on the wheel or the screen when asking. So the focus in this channel and in these chats is always on other people. We give to others much more than we expect to receive, and then knowing that we'll eventually get that back. It comes down to making the first move, and our instructions are always in our video description. We go to somebody else's channel in the chat, do all the things we wish they would do for us first, and then come back into the chat, let somebody know you've connected, and then they will do the same thing for you. There's Keeping Up with the Stardashians right now. We were just mentioning you earlier for a brief second, but thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And then Tim Mitchell is gifting 5 memberships again. He's done that repeatedly. I certainly do appreciate that. The recipients will be happy to have those. And like I say always about super chatters and membership gifters, we put them on the screen right away when those things happen. We'll get back to spinning the wheel afterwards. All that extra generous support is certainly appreciated, but not necessary, of course. And then Mom of 3 Boys is in the house. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Tony Skittle, Alive 184 is here. Thank you for coming in. Blake Reaction TV is in the house. I think this might be your first time with us. So like I said, our instructions are always in our video description for exactly how to connect with creators, but it starts with a conversation in the chat, a simple hello, friendly introduction. Once you've got somebody's attention, you can get a conversation going, and soon enough you'll be making friends here. Diamond Painting Yotun, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then I think I meant to put that, I'm going to put Diamond Painting Yotun onto the wheel right now, because I can't remember what happened a few streams ago. I can't remember if we cut off at the end or if I missed their channel, or there was something like that. But Diamond Painting Yotun is an incredible supporter here. And for whatever reason, I think I meant to start a live stream with your channel, which I don't think I've done yet. And Mac Movement is in the house. They're a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. So we're coming back with Keeping Up with the Stardashians. We're going to take a break, though, for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play a clip from an interview series that we've got here on the channel. And these are interview style videos. They're really friendly conversations but they focus on creators that have been friends of ours for many years and have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. We use the term family a lot. I noticed you all doing it when I was just starting out. And then, over the years, of course, you use that because it truly feels like that, especially when, you haven't been on for a while. Somebody comes looking for you and notices. That's a good feeling, and we try to do that for other people as well. But these are just examples of how this starts to feel like a family. And you hear me say often, I know Sylvia feels the same way, that we give much more to others than we expect to receive, knowing that we're going to get everything that we want. I mean, Sylvia, when I was first connected to you, and I can't remember now, I don't remember if it was 4 years or 5 years, but it's somewhere around there. And she was obviously already at it. But thinking back to how you must have felt, I don't know how soon you thought you were going to get over 10,000 and now towards 14,000 subscribers, but it must be a great feeling to see it continue to grow.
Yeah, I'm definitely blessed. I feel blessed. I just feel motivated. I feel uplifted. And I'm happy that I can connect with so many amazing supporters. The people who come in, they come in and they stick and they stay. Yes, not all
Yeah,
almost 14,000 people come over, but I have repeat offenders. And what I mean by repeat offenders,
of
I'll
course.
see you in my comments on Monday, I'll see you in my comments on Wednesday, see you in my comments on Friday. So you always coming back and you're
Yeah,
supporting me. And one thing that I do on my channel, and I think this is a big change, and with having so many supporters, when people leave a comment on any video, be it a short, be it a video, be it a live, I'm gonna respond back to you to acknowledge you for coming in, thanking you for coming in. And then I go to your channel and I watch something for you. In order to get
that's
support
wonderful.
on these YouTube streets, you got to give support. You have to give
For
it.
sure.
It's
Yeah.
$3.99 to go over there and watch a video with somebody and make a comment. You don't know how much you may
hmm
change their life. You know?
I think I missed saying hello to the feral grandma when we first started the stream, so forgive me that if you're still listening. Patty's Kitchen Garden and more I've added onto the wheel with the J. Jordan. Our members and moderators are there. I took a few names off. We do that during the stream occasionally, whenever I haven't seen somebody for like 20 minutes or half hour, but members and moderators will always be re-added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, or if they return, or if I notice them again. Keeping Up with the Stardashians is bringing us a lot of different gig work. They're actually bringing us a couple of different things, including a brand new intro, and I see them giving some thanks to a couple of people, so that makes me think that they might have had this done for them, and forgive me if I'm mistaken. I'm still learning about this channel, but I have low budget and North Carolina reality show disguised as a YouTube channel. I don't think I read that before. That made me laugh. Keeping Up with the Stardashians as well, like I said, is bringing us gig work. We talked about a little bit of that. The obvious ideas are things like DoorDash and Uber, where people are delivering. It could be food, could be packages, could be literally like taxi, like people and this and that. But there's tons of gig work out there. There's websites like Upwork and Fiverr and GigWalk and things like that. You can get paid to do all kinds of different things. Help people with their YouTube channels, thumbnails, banners. You can do people's laundry for them, pick up their medication. You can go grocery shopping for people, or just do some general help. There's all kinds of stuff out there. And I almost mentioned the idea of double dipping as we began the stream, but really what I mean is some people are lucky enough to have two things going on at once. So for anybody that is doing gig work, if possible, I would recommend live streaming on YouTube at the same time if you can. Why not get paid twice for the same amount of time if possible, right? I saw we see creators doing their work. Some people make things and sell them on Etsy. Some people buy things and sell them on eBay. But when you can do that and film the process at the same time, that's another method of double dipping, let's just say. I'm a huge fan. I've been lucky to be able to do that a couple of times over a lifetime. Keeping Up with the Stardashians is bringing us a lot of shorts videos as well. 8,900, 9,700, one over 10,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. And I've caught them for a few live streams. And I caught them for karaoke. So we'll see what they're going to be doing the next time. They've got a couple of live streams coming up in the next few days. Looks to me like they might do a lot of pop-up streams as well as scheduled streams. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the case. Like I said, I'm still learning. They're well over 2,400 subscribers, so we'd love to push them towards the 2,500 we know they're thinking about. Trish the Natural is in the house. She is a beloved and dedicated member here and an incredibly generous supporter. And then Average Growers is in the house. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody coming in. Thank you again, Keeping Up with the Stardashians, for the super chat. They've done that before. I certainly do appreciate it. Tim Mitchell came in right behind them, gifting 5 memberships again. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And Hobbs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, a while ago, YouTube started distributing gifted memberships to people who either are not even subscribed to the channel or people who are not like in the stream at the time and things like that. So it is totally random. I mean, it looks like these gifted memberships can go to just about anyone at all. But it's great to have you in the chat. So thank you for coming in. Hopefully you enjoy your time here and meeting some friends. I think I know that channel. I'm going to hit it in the background here and see if it's a creator that I think. Yeah, maybe not. Hobbs. Yeah, forgive me if I'm mistaken that this might be your very first time here. But hopefully, like I said, you're feeling welcome. And then Tim Mitchell is up on the screen right now. He actually just gifted 5 memberships a moment ago, and he's done that repeatedly here. He has like done that probably dozens of times by now, for which I will be eternally grateful, and I know, like I said, our recipients will be happy to have those. Tim Mitchell is now over 400 subscribers, so we would love to push this creator a little bit farther towards the 500 we know they're thinking about. Jem Palazzo is here from Palazzo Place. Good to see you in the house. Tim Mitchell's bringing his own channel here, but he actually produces videos and live streams for 2 other channels. I'll show those to you in a second. He's bringing a lot of either dash cam footage or outdoor footage. He continues that in the shorts videos on the channel, getting into 1,500, 1,600, even 1,900 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. And Tim Mitchell is usually live every Tuesday. And it's tough for me to get in there because I'm usually working. This week, I've got a very interesting week. I'm expecting to be, we'll see if it changes, out of town. But I will be doing a lot of driving, which means I'll be able to catch streams one at a time. But hopefully I'll be able to catch Tim Mitchell. He's on usually during the day on Tuesdays. Once in a while he does a pop-up live stream. So if he has a late day and I have an early day, we're able to cross paths. And then that's the same day Scratch and PPA always drops his premieres at 12:15 Eastern. Then what we'll do right now is look at Chef Cv's channel. This is Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official. And this is one of the 2 other channels that Tim Mitchell produces videos for. If you dig back through this channel about 8 or 9 months, you'll find a video that talks about how Chef Cv and Tim Mitchell had met. I always like stories like that, so it's a great video to watch, in my opinion. A great video to connect with, actually, because it's just under 10 minutes, long over the 3 minutes that we talk about as a minimum. What you're going to find on this channel is that Chef Cv is going to help us understand the kitchen, not just making interesting meals and dishes, but also understanding some of the appliances, cookware, and bakeware. And she's now getting involved in a lot of challenges with other creators. She recently, with Butler Family Farm and Devil Dog, got together to make some sugar-free pecan pie, as well as sugar-free cheesecake recently. She's got shorts on the channel as well, and these have now gotten into 1,300 views, 1,500 on one of them, which is great to see, and then live streams. You notice the colorful wheel that's been making its appearance both in her banner and in several thumbnails here. That's the mystery wheel of misfortune. And on this channel, basically what happens is when you catch them for a live stream, the audience is able to contribute ingredients for the mystery wheel of misfortune. Chef Cv will spin and be all but forced to make whatever comes up, and some of the combinations are pretty obscure, to say the least. So hopefully everybody will connect with Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official. You get an idea to see what I'm talking about there. This creator is live every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes they move the times around. So you'll notice next week they're doing another cook-along with Devil Dog, Butler Family Farm, and I'm not sure if they got another channel in there with them. And they're going to do sugar-free key lime pie. So that's going to be interesting to see. And then let's have a look at their other channel, the unofficial, official, off-topic squirrel. And this is a complimentary channel. This is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at Chef Cv. So they go live on this channel as well. I think I missed this one, didn't I? Did I miss? Oh, they skipped it. Yeah. And then let me know, Tim Mitchell, please, if you're going to be live today, or if you're just waiting it out till next month. They usually go live on the first Saturday of every month playing Cards Against Humanity. And then they've got videos over here as well. And like I said, this gives us more of a behind-the-scenes look at Chef Cv. Once in a while in the kitchen, but most often outside. And then some outdoor footage as well for some of these shorts, getting into 1,200 and even 1,500 on this channel as well. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. She's been a dear friend for 5.5 years or so. Alex and Alex is here. Local Reviewer is in the house. I'm going to put their channel on the wheel. We always put members and moderators on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then All About Pasta tomorrow night on Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official. And then forgive me, Tim Mitchell, I missed if you happened to say if you were going live tonight to make up for last Saturday on the Squirrel channel. And then Local Reviewer, thank you so much. And they got an extra friend coming in for that key lime pie collaboration, which will be interesting to see. There's a Stock Explorer, another beloved and dedicated moderator. Nora was here actually long before the stream started, so great to have you back in here. And then I've got them on the wheel because we're always putting members and moderators on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I'll spin. We'll see who's coming up next. Thank you again to Mitchell for those gifted memberships. I say it all the time. Absolutely unnecessary. It's really true, but very much appreciated, of course. And then Mariana Latrinia is going to be coming up right now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Ms. Taro D, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. This might be your first time with us, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are always in our video description so that everybody knows exactly how to connect. You can make the most out of the time that you spend here. You'll be making friends in no time, I'm sure. For anybody that is new, because I notice we've got a few more brand new channels early in the stream today than sometimes usual. We have brand new channels every day, but sometimes more than others. It always starts by making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them first, knowing that they'll come back and do all the things you wish they would do for your channel after you've connected with them. Some of the people who've been here many times, and thank you for that, Ms. Taro D, forgive me, they've been here a few times. For some of the people who've been here literally for months or even years, they cherry pick their connections with intention. So sometimes they won't connect to people for, I insist, even weeks or months, because they want to see how everybody interacts in the chat here, whether they're going to return, whether they really want to be a part of the community, and the things they're going to say to other creators to let them know whether they might be a loyal and dedicated supporter before connecting. You know, because we're not here for subscribers. That's easy to get. We're here for friendships, to meet other creators, regardless of category or niche, because our friends are the ones who are going to favor us. You'll likely find yourself favoring your friends as well. And then, oh yes, and local reviewers working on watch hours. One of the things that we talk about all the time is swapping playlists. You know, I just played that clip there, but it really can help. The real reason why I promote that so hard is because trading favors with another creator is a great way to get a friendship started or solidified, right? But playlists can help even monetize channels, because when somebody runs an entire playlist of your videos, they're running every video from beginning to end. So even aside from the fact your watch hours are going to go up, and more friends are going to make your watch hours go up exponentially, it can also help the averages for retention on your entire channel. And we all need that. So Mariana Latrinia is up on the screen right now, and this is another longtime friend. She brings us cooking, vlogs, lifestyle, and a bit more variety. She's got a grocery haul right now, $400 grocery haul. Let me guess, you got like one bag of food. I can't believe sometimes how, I know we're all whining and complaining about things at the grocery store, but it's absolutely true. Let me see if I can show. I'm going to show you an example of this right now. Forgive the green screen might make this a bit of a headache, but have a look at this. We always buy similar Kleenex boxes, right? Tissue paper. This is the box that we usually get. I see you can barely see it because of the green screen. And this is the box that we just bought. Look at the difference in size of these. We've got shrinkflation happening live on Superchat right now. I was livid when I saw that. We just bought like a pack of Kleenex. It's like 18, because we try to buy in bulk when we can. Whether it's at Walmart or Costco, you know, we'll shop anywhere. Whether it's like grocery stores, we kind of look for sales. Kristen does a great job with that. We use an app called Flip often. There's other things out there that can help. But the idea is, like, if it's on sale, and you can get it all at once, then you want to, because this is how you save money in the long term. I know it's really tough when somebody's especially moved into a new house or new apartment. You're trying to build up the pantry, build up the supplies in the house, and with limited budgets and things like that, it can be a real struggle. But if we can get to that point, it really helps. But my goodness, am I starting to see the shrinkflation happen everywhere? Absolutely, yes. Scratching PPA, it's true. It makes me furious and full of rage. Miss Tarot D is making me laugh as well. And then Lisa J. Stocks said they spent $400 the last time they went to Costco. I think about it sometimes because I think about going and, doing a bigger job less often. But Kristen and I have a habit of going out at least once a week. I think each of us probably goes out twice a week because we'll go together once and then she'll go once during the week and I'll go on the way home from work if I need something or whatever, right? Mr. Fulton Mraz, good to see you in the house. He's been a friend of 6 years. And we'll talk more about Mariana Latrini in a quick second. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. New Times, New Beginnings is still here. Paper is, forgive my rant, paper is, in my opinion, the biggest scam ever in history. You remember when paper towel and things like that were 99 cents? Or like 2 for $1 and you get like 4 rolls or something like that? It is ridiculous to me that we just got, I think that 18 box of Kleenex or tissue paper, which is from Scotty's. It's not a no-name brand. Not that that matters because we buy that too. Whatever's on sale. I think it was 18 boxes of Kleenex today, or tissue paper, costed 20 Canadian dollars. 20. Come on now. We're talking more than $1 a box. That happened really, really fast. So forgive me. I literally get furious and full of rage over this. And then yeah, we gotta watch we gotta watch what we're doing with that kind of stuff. Lisa J. Stocks can help us. She helps us with our finances, and she talks about that kind of thing. Actually, she talks about being conscious with spending as much as investing. And then yeah, that's possible too, Chef CV. We've got a few cash and carries and things like that around here. But it also depends on like when you run out of stuff. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we're all trying to watch, but sometimes sometimes it doesn't matter how many times you say like, oh, I need dryer sheets soon, or I need like, I'm about to run out. I'm on my last bag of soap for the laundry machine. I always use my own, like Kristen uses her different bunch of stuff, but I prefer to do my own laundry because I get furious when people shrink stuff, even though I can too, or have too, but I also always wash my stuff with sensitive, like I'm allergic to everything and sensitive to everything, so I have to use like those, what are they, Tide Pods that have like no fragrance and no chemical and it's all chemical, but you know what I mean. So I tend to go and buy that, and I get that, for instance, at Costco, so I get the box of 4 bags, so it lasts like a year. But I'm on the last bag, and I know I'll say it like 5 times, 10 times. I've got it on a list on my iPhone, and I still wonder if I'm going to forget to get it and run out. But that's what happened with the Kleenex this week. So we needed to get it today. It had to be today. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. So when we're looking at Mariana Latrinia, like I said, a longtime friend, she's going to bring us some spiritual inspiration as well. Lots of cooking videos here, but I'll look forward to that grocery haul. Great that you're doing, I think, what we're talking about here is grabbing a bunch of stuff all at once, because saving trips to the grocery store is going to become a thing, especially with gas prices already on the rise. And I'm no authority when it comes to politics or world finance and some of the things we just can't seem to figure out. But what I had heard recently is if we go back and look at some financial charts, you might find that it takes the world many weeks, up to like 6 weeks, to really price in some of the changes that happen. So the idea is not like, oh, gas went up this week, that's terrible. Well, yeah, because we know what's going on around the world, pardon me. But 6 weeks from now or 5 weeks from now, we might start seeing more. So we'll keep our eyes open. Just because, I'm mentioning it right now, it's not my idea. It's something I heard from people I tend to follow. But let's look at Mariana Latrinia's shorts on the channel. 8,500, 12,000, 16,000. A pork chop sandwich made 16,000 views in a shorts video. So there's hints from all of our friends on YouTube. The different things they're posting can give us ideas for ourselves as well. And then Mariana Latrinia is doing tons of live streaming as well. I caught them a couple weeks ago. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one soon. We got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much, as much as we possibly, we're doing as much as we possibly can for each other is what I mean to say. Airfare's starting to go up. Canada just, forgive my terminology, but just gets hosed when it comes to flights and postage and a few other things as well. And that's a good idea as well, Chef CV. Yeah, I don't know if we have that. Yeah, it's a thought. Or between family, yes. Splitting some of the things that are out there. That's not the worst idea. I'm lucky enough to be pretty close with my sister, who doesn't live too far away either. I should tell her the next time we're together. Sometimes we do things together, visit our parents and stuff like that. We should make a Costco run or something like that and do a nice big split. Yeah, Tim Mitchell, oh my goodness. Paper makes me so mad. All of the Kleenex and the paper towel. And boy, nobody saw that sneaking up, right? We can talk about eggs and milk, and I don't know why a frozen pizza is $10 now. That doesn't make logical sense to me at all. But when paper comes into the conversation, I can't help myself but to rant. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Holla, I think I said hello. Mac Movement is still here. Curmudgeon, Alaska, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Make some homemade cream cheese. Interesting. His hands will be messy in a minute. That I'm assuming that's Rob and Sarah for Curmudgeon, Alaska. We'll take another break in like 5-10 minutes. When we do, I'll play a clip from their episode of our interview series. And we'll find out how they had originally crossed over 10,000 subscribers. They're over 60,000 now, if you could believe that, and still climbing. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Forgive me, I know I get stuck looking at that all the time. Mariana Latrinia, hopefully everybody will connect with. We want to push them towards the 1,800 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. And then, let me spin the wheel, we'll get another channel ready to go. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Baron just dropped a handful of memberships as well, so thank you for that. You'll notice that whenever that happens, as long as the robots are working, which is almost all the time, the link is dropped as well. So you can get to Baron's channel easily. It can be tough to find without the exact spelling there with the 1308 at the end. But Baron, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but they have been for a very long time as well. Oh dear, yeah, Cove Action. The last time I looked into having a hard drive possibly fixed, it's not that I wasn't being careful, it's just I had the power to the hard drive and then the hard drive cable to the computer. It's like 10 years ago or 15 years ago. The hard drive had to sit on the floor. And just, I guess, turning, accidentally knocked it over with my foot. And I didn't even kick it. It just, like that, done. Needle, scratch hard drive. So it's luckily not anything that I need. It's the only hard drive I've ever lost that I can remember. But it was, I think, $1,500 or something like that to recover the data. And I'm like, nah, I can live without it. It wasn't essential. Lost a lot of work, which I wish I had, but it's not, I'll never make $1,500 off of what was on there now. So, but that's a good idea. Yes, I hope everybody's backing up as much as they can from their channels. We've got stories, more than a handful of stories of channels that have had to reset and restart, and boy, do they wish they had all of their content. I know hard drives are also expensive, especially today. They seem to have doubled in price over the last year. That's making me furious as well. I have a lifetime of hard drives because I keep them from every computer I ever use. There's a trick for everybody. Probably goes without saying, but for every computer that you ever use in your household or with your family or anything like that, before you get rid of it, take the hard drive out. You can still use it, right? Put the information from a smaller, older hard drive into a folder on a bigger, newer hard drive, and now you've got a fresh, smaller one you can use for almost anything. So this can happen again and again and again. Thank you, Baron. My dear goodness, another 5 gifted memberships. Overly generous, absolutely unnecessary. I know all the recipients will be happy to have those. And look at that. I think Curmudgeon Alaska picked one up. Am I not mistaken, or were they already a member? Yeah, they usually are. Oh, PK Adventure Travels. Did I get you on the wheel? Pardon me. I keep tripping over myself here. Yeah, 10 hard drives. I've got a drawer full of them. I try to hang on to them. Oh, no. Yeah, Covaction. I haven't got into NAS yet. I had a really small one a long time ago, and I'm thinking about it now, but it's the wrong time. I mean, it might get worse. That's the fear. But hard drives seem to be double right now. And then Baron, that's absolutely unnecessary. My dear goodness. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Thank you very much. That's overly generous with these memberships. My goodness. Is that SanDisk? Or not SanDisk, Seagate? Covaction. And forgive me, everybody, I'll get back into content in a quick second here. I'm really curious about this, though. I prefer Western Digital. I have never had a Western Digital drive fail, ever. As far as I understand, Lacey, or Lacey, however we pronounce that, was bought by Seagate a long time ago. So they might actually be using Seagate hard drives under their brand. The only hard drives I've had problems with are Seagate hard drives. But I am a power user. I beat the ever-living daylights out of every hard drive. My computers are on all the time, and my hard drives are constantly rendering or doing things or copying files. Like, I really get every amount of value out of those that can be gotten, if you want to say that. But I do have, like, these Lacey or Lacey hard drives. If I'm not going to cause a disaster, for instance, I keep these. I put numbers on them as well. I'll show you what I do in case you want to know. So I've got one here. This is the hard drive I work on all day. So when I get a computer, I haven't got a computer in a few years because the one I got is nice and beefy and, you know, expensive and everything else. The last time, because it will last for at least 5 years, every Mac I've ever owned still works from 2008, 2011, 2017, right to the newest one, which is an M2 MacBook Pro. Just in case you're wondering. But I always work off an external hard drive. So this is a USB-C, as you can see, and it's connected. It is a hard drive, not an SSD, but it works fine, and that's what I use for editing videos and, you know, my regular work files every day and everything else. I do a lot of work with music occasionally, so I have another hard drive that's specifically made for music. So the reason I have a 5 sticker, these are those stickers that you put on a mailbox, because they're weatherproof, permanent, like that sticker's never coming off, right? So I put that on so I know which hard drive this is. This is a 5 terabyte hard drive. This one has a number 1. I know that this is a 2 terabyte hard drive, but I have 2 exactly the same, and the other one has a 2 instead of a 1 so that I know which one I'm using if I'm doing stuff with music. My dear goodness, Baron, I would start to wonder if these memberships are real, but I haven't ever found a way for them not to be real. I know people can fake super chats and everything else, but my dear goodness, I've never seen anything like this. Baron, thank you very much. I would love just as much for you to spread the love around to other channels, though, as well, because it's absolutely true when I say it's absolutely unnecessary here, while appreciated, I hope. And then we will take a break for a few minutes again, but I want to get through another couple of channels here and actually talk about Baron's content. Devil Dog, thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Yeah, I was really lucky. The last time I bought beefy hard drives, they were still reasonable. I think I paid 270 Canadian dollars for a 14 terabyte. There's the box for it right there. 14 terabyte. And that was actually about a week after I had originally bought one. That one I dropped off the table. That was my fault, and destroyed it before I'd even barely used it. Handicapped Traveler, thank you so much for a super chat for Devil Dog. What that means is we're going to look at Devil Dog's channel right after Baron here. And then we'll look at Handicapped Traveler. Devil Dog is the creator I was talking about earlier with Butler Family Farm and Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official, doing those collaborations. Oh dear, Curmudgeon Alaska, yeah, hasn't had luck with Seagate. The other thing too, though, one of the reasons why I have so many hard drives, and I know we're supposed to be talking about channels, but I'm hoping that the stories that I tell here have some kind of value someday, right? If anybody's wondering, how does this guy do what he does, or why does he think the way he does? That's the point behind all the long speeches and this and that. When it comes to hard drives, though, so I know not everybody can do what I'm about to say, and there have been many times in my life where I have not been able to do this, but for many years, while things had been going well, or have been going well, however you want to put it, basically what happens is the second a hard drive gives me an error, I go and get another hard drive and switch right away. And then I use the one that gave me an error as just a transfer hard drive. So this is like if I have to move files from one computer to the other, or if I've got to give files to somebody else, or, I just need something as a backup or some extra space for things that I don't care if I lose and stuff like that. That's sort of unreasonable, but I insist on not losing anything ever. And with the exception of one hard drive, which I carelessly smashed, I haven't lost anything that was detrimental, let's just say. But these matter. So yes, anybody here, any old computers that you have, if you're struggling with space, if you don't have enough on your phone, on your computer, and everything else to back up all your videos and stuff, I just wish everybody would, because you never know when you're going to want to cross-promote the stuff either on other platforms, right? So somebody might take all their YouTube videos and put them on Rumble. Or somebody might take all their old YouTube live streams and run them on Twitch or something like that. Not saying it's a good idea, I'm just saying you could. But that's only if you have them, right? Cruising on the high seas and travel? Yeah, well over a year. Thank you for that, Rob. That's another fellow Canadian. He's only a couple hours away from me, actually. And then Henry Nelson. Did I ever get your channel on the wheel? I meant to. Yes, it is. It's there. So forgive me. I don't mean to trip up and get stuck in my long speeches. So when we look at what Baron's doing, this creator is actually bringing a variety in content and a lot of celebrity shout-outs on this channel. So I noticed your latest video, you put this out today. It's very, very short, but I'm going to put it in my catch-up list anyway, and that's just something I'll run. They've got lots of official shorts on the channel, 5,000, 8,000, almost 10,000 views. And then live streams on the channel as well. So this creator's doing quite a few live streams. They've done everything from video gameplay to talking head videos, and I believe StreamYard panels as well. So there you go right there. So hopefully everybody will connect with Baron. I'm going to drop their link one more time. This creator obviously is an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but they have been for years. Today is like an overwhelmingly over the top generous day, and I do appreciate all of that. But like I said, Baron's been with us for a long time. I lose track of how long some of our friends have been with us. Some, like Jeremy D-Day, I know is 6 years because he's been here before I started Superchat as a channel. And then other creators like Cruising on the High Seas and Travel Rob, I'm assuming he's been with us for about 2 years. Could be longer. I'm not sure because he's got that membership over a year, but he could have been here for any amount of time before that. And then Diamond Painting Yotun just connected with Curmudgeon, Alaska, which is great. Yeah, Cove Action. I'm stuck. I wish I bought a NAS a couple of years ago when I was looking at them. I have one. I have a Drobo, but I don't know if it works. It was actually given to me by a friend. They were upgrading hard drives and stuff. So I do have one I could try. I just got to throw hard drives in it and see if it works. It should. There's no reason why it shouldn't. But I will be looking at Synology at some point. And then Baron. Hopefully everybody will connect with. Lots of GTA 5. I'm looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm praying it does come out before Christmas. It's going to be my most expensive Christmas ever, I think, when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, because it's going to be special editions all around. I love making that joke repeatedly. So Handicapped Traveler, the way that YouTube handles pricing, similar to what Apple does on the App Store. And the only reason I know that, I happen to be a programmer. I've put apps on the App Store. And what they do then, what YouTube specifically does is when you set the pricing for your memberships, then they basically figure out psychologically what's a good number. So I always recommend that creators set their memberships to like $4.99 if you don't know what to do. If you don't have an idea, you haven't thought of it, you're just like, I don't know if I want to do $2 or $7 or $4 or whatever, my recommendation is $4.99. I don't know if there's still restrictions for anything under $4.99, but there could be. Lots of channels have memberships at 99 cents or $1.99. There's no right or wrong. We all have to do what's right for our channel. But let's just say on Tuberchat, the memberships start at $4.99. And I don't want to solicit this kind of thing. It's unnecessary here, right? But what happens is if you're in the United States, it's $4.99 US. If you're in Canada, it's $4.99 Canadian, which is about $1.50 less than it would be in the United States. So when I go to other people's channels and I give them a super chat, let's say, you know, for $5 or $10 or whatever, so don't get excited because it's only worth about $7, you know, because that's the truth. But YouTube does this so that psychologically people will just hit the same levels. I guess they figure that's better than trying to match dollar amounts based on conversions and things like that, because that changes all the time as well. Together we travel. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Ace Flaw 1. Andy's been with me as long as Jeremy D-Day. 6 years. Mr. Fulton Mraz as well. And there you go. Yeah, thank you, Diamond Painting Yotun. So it might be €4.99, which is, if I understand right, even more than, it might be $6 US. Am I right about that? So it's interesting, right? It depends on your geography. But lots of the big companies seem to be doing this. It started, I believe, with Apple, and then Google followed suit. But that gives a little bit of insight for everybody as to how to try to calculate this kind of thing. In my mind, what I do, specifically, I keep all my analytics on US, even though I'm in Canada. You'll notice the channel's marked in Canada, but I keep my analytics in US. And what that basically does is whenever I'm estimating revenue, how much money's actually going to come in, it always works out to more than I thought it would, even if I do the conversion and calculation in my head. You know, so that's an idea, because you don't want to do the opposite and be disappointed. You know, it looks like you're going to make $100, you only make 80. You know, when you were counting on it, like some people, especially if you know how much you're getting, you might start counting on that for paying bills or doing the other things we do and things like that. And there you go. Yeah, Diamond Painting Yotun, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Tarot D. I'm assuming they mean they'll be live later, which is great to know. Average Growers, thank you for that. There's Chef CV right there. That's Cooking with the Munchie Mafia official in the chat as well. Yeah, Holla, it's interesting the way they've done that, right? So it actually fluctuates. So if you're trying to figure it out, if you're like, okay, wait a second, we got, 10 super chats today at $4.99, and then the money that comes in is actually less, you're like, oh, but wait a second, maybe somebody was in Canada, or maybe somebody was in another country, right? Like, there's so many different currencies and things like that. Almost impossible to calculate accurately. But the way that monetization works as well, let me get the next channel on the screen. Devil Dog is coming up. Handicap Traveler dropped a super chat for them. And thank you, Baron, by the way. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. That is overly generous, absolutely unnecessary. I hope I've said that the right way. I hope you understand. I really do appreciate it. It is overwhelming. And I appreciate the friendship as well. Baron's been with us for years. Could be 4 years by now. I'm unsure. And then forgive me. So the way that monetization works, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm talking too much again. Basically what happens is all of the action that comes in, whether it's AdSense money, whether it's super chats, memberships, I'm assuming the new gifts and everything on vertical live streams and all that, those are marked by the end of the month. And then what happens is around the 21st or 22nd of the next month, sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later based on holidays and weekends, you get the money from the month before. So if the month of February only had 28 days, it cuts off after the end of the 28th. And you'll see that in your analytics. What I have found is that after about the 10th of the month, usually on the 10th exactly, you can go to AdSense.com, go to AdSense for YouTube, which is a link in the top left on that page, and then you can find out how much exactly your next payment is going to be. It's never coming early. There's no like calling YouTube and saying, can I have it on the 18th? I got to pay my phone. Like there's none of that, right? It comes when it comes. And if the 22nd falls on Saturday, you might not get it until after Monday or Tuesday after the weekend. But that's just to let everybody know that's the reality of it, right? But the money is calculated based on days of the month. So each month individually, and if March has 31 days, it'll be different than February, but you get it about 20 days later, 20, 21, 22 days later, just so everybody knows. And Devil Dog is going live as well at 8 o'clock, which is interesting to know. So we got quite a bit of activity tonight. I know we haven't done a stream on a Saturday in a while, so I was excited about this. So Michael's Adventures will drop his premiere at 8 o'clock. We're going to go in raid into Cove Action at 8 o'clock. They've got a premiere. And then we know that Devil Dog will be live, and then we'll find out if anybody else is going to be live or dropping premieres or anything like that as well. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, so let's talk about Devil Dog. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Now, Devil Dog is a really popular supporter in what I believe is the homesteading community. So whenever I describe channels, this goes for everybody in the chat. If I talk about your channel in a way that's incorrect, or I say things that are not right, or there's more that you would like me to know so that I can describe it better, then by all means reach out to me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, because I only describe what I've seen. It's impossible to catch all of everybody's content, right? So when we look at Devil Dog, this creator is incredibly supportive, and I have most often caught them in the homesteading community. They collaborate with lots of people. We're actually on a stream together a few weeks ago I can't remember who was on there. Butler Family Farm, Devil Dog, probably Belt Loop 29. They were having a good time, so I went and interfered with their live stream, and that was a fun conversation. But Devil Dog and Devil Dog's keeper, you'll notice as well, Jamie, sometimes in different chats and things like that, they're always together, which is great to know. Extremely supportive, and like I said, popular. I've run into them a million times. As for content, I'm still getting to know Devil Dog's channel because I usually run into them in other people's live streams and premieres, but they've been making frequent appearances over here now. So I'm going to grab another video. I'm going to put the animals video into my catch-up list, and that will give me another piece of content to watch. And then they give a lot of information on their about section. So it looks like they're giving some casual gaming, outdoor life, fishing, nature walks, animals, general outdoor adventures, and some hobbies and do-it-yourself videos as well. Shorts, let's have a look at and see how these have done. They've gotten into 10,000, 12,000, 16,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. I'm just going to click the notification for tonight's, and then we'll be able to catch that for sure. Because we know that, I'm not sure how long Chuck and Lori's premiere is at 8 o'clock, but we're going to raid into that. My expectation is if it's less than half an hour, Michael's Adventures will still be on for his premiere, because he usually goes for half an hour twice a day, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then Devil Dog will still be live, so anybody even watching one at a time can catch them all. I'll be able to catch everything because I usually have 4 windows going. And then Devil Dog is working on 4,400 subscribers, which is great to see. And live streams here are frequent. So like I said, they seem to be doing them at least once a week. And then they always collaborate with other people as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Devil Dog. Thank you, Handicapped Traveler, for the super chat so that we could look at that channel. That's Dan. He's done that kind of thing many times before. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Sandra James Living It, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Oh, cruising on the high season travel. Yeah, anybody, there's lots of different ideas out there when it comes to memberships and the things people can offer. But I'm always interested to hear the different things that people are doing as well. Edna's World is in the house. She's another guest from our interview series. So at some point later in the stream, I'll play a clip from her episode. We're going to look at Curmudgeon, Alaska in another second here, sort of. We'll look at their... actually, I'll put their channel up, but we'll look at their clip from their interview series as well. One of them. I try to mix these things up, right? And then Handicapped Traveler gave us a chance to look at Devil Dog there, so thank you for that. This is Dan. This creator brings travel-based content from a certain perspective, hence the name, Handicapped Traveler, of course, right? But one of the things that I notice about this channel, especially over the last year, is they're bringing a lot of cooking videos as well. And then Dan has a special schedule. This creator goes live on the last Friday of every month. I trip over that because Cooking with the Munchie Mafia official's other channel, the unofficial official off-topic squirrel, goes live on the first Saturday of every month. Dan goes live on the last Friday of every month, just with a chance to get to know him more than anything else and keep up with the channel and connect with other creators. I'm going to put his latest video into my catch-up list, a vacation vlog, which is great to know because he just said he got back from vacation. So we'll see what that means when we go through that. Plenty of videos here. I see he's put out quite a few videos in the last week and a half. And then shorts on the channel as well. He can show us all 4 seasons. He's gotten into 1,400, 2,700, 2,800 views. and then live streams. He's got it already set up for March 27th, so we'll be looking forward to that. And he says it right in the title, a chance for the community to be built, and talking about the vacation. So we'll be looking forward to that in a couple of weeks. And he's working on 1,700 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. He's been a long-time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Another creator, I've lost track of how long he's been with us. It's got to be 3 years, if not 4. And I could be wrong. It might be longer. So forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. And then cruising on the high seas and travel, Rob, a fellow Canadian, is coming up right after a break that we're going to take for 3.5 minutes. We'll make this one quick. Right before we go, we'll play a clip from Curmudgeon, Alaska. And I'll just put their channel up for a second here. I'll rifle through this. And Curmudgeon, Alaska is Rob and Sarah, and they're now over 60,000 subscribers. So they talk about how they managed to get well over 10,000, because that's the way we started the series. But they're still climbing. They do a great job. Rob's always building stuff. They've got a wonderful back and forth between them. They've got an off-grid Airbnb and homestead in Alaska. That's what the channel's all about. And some of the things that really bring a lot of activity on this channel is the authenticity. I talk about that repeatedly during that conversation, but people really getting an idea of what life is like in a remote off-grid homestead in a place like Alaska, because it's obviously a unique lifestyle, right? 8,500, 11,000, 6,500 on some of these shorts videos, and then live streams on the channel as well. So they do these fairly frequently, at least a couple of times a month. We'll see when they've got another one, if Rob already knows when they're going to do the next one, if you don't mind letting us know. And then, yeah, 3.5 minutes, what makes it quick? I say I'm going to make it quick because that's our standard, but then I'm going to play a clip from this thing before we even do it. So, Curmudgeon, Alaska, like I said, join me in our video series. We're going to look at Rob. This is Rob from Curmudgeon, Alaska. We're going to see Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel in about 7 minutes when we get back from our break. So first, let's hear how this channel managed to get long beyond 10,000 subscribers. What do you think led up to that explosion for your channel?
Well, at first the channel was very slow to start, and then it was around the time I met you.
Yeah.
You know, your channel, it started growing a little bit, and then we got to January of last year. We only had we hit our 1,000 subs,
Okay.
and then it was really going slow. In between January to September of 24, we only gained 300 subs.
Oh wow! Yeah.
You know, so it was really slow, but we managed to get our watch hours, so we managed to get monetized, things like that. And we were getting ready to go to do our supply runs for the winter time, and I said, well, I think I'm just going to film this. You know, we've never done a shopping thing or anything like that, and I checked it out online, and it showed favorability of doing well.
That's good.
We did it. The only thing I didn't really do is I didn't film a whole lot in the store, and I kind of regret that because I had a lot of people asking about that. They wanted to see the prices. And honestly, I think what it was is people really curious what it's like to live here and have to shop here. And I think that's what brought everybody in. And it exposed us to a lot of other people that are like-minded on living this way or wanting to be curious to be how we live, as well as the group that just are into shopping. You know, and I guess there's a huge following of people that do shopping videos. And
I'm not surprised now that you mention it that way. Yes.
Yeah. So I think a combination of it being a shopping video and us being rather unique on where and how we get home.
Absolutely. Yes.
A lot of the comments on that video were about the train.
Oh.
You know, was that a bus I just saw on the tracks? Was that a truck on the tracks? Was that a tractor? You know, stuff like that. And it's like, yeah.
Wow.
So I think it was a combination of the shopping and where we're at.
Yeah. Yeah. I looked off to the side there because I got your channel up on another screen in case I want to reference something. I was about to say the video got 1 million views, but no, you're clearly well beyond 2 million now. All right, we're just about back. Forgive the extra moment there. Mrs. G, your fave auntie. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Jesse Journals and Unboxes, another beloved and dedicated moderator, is here. I'm way overdue for adding a name to the wheel. So Life with Angel 16 has been added, and I will add another name to the wheel soon enough. It's always based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. I really cleared out the wheel there, right? I know when I get into long speeches, a lot of people take off. They just want to see channels on the screen and this and that. But for any of our members and moderators still watching or listening, just be active in the chat, please, and I'll make sure your channel gets back onto the wheel if I've removed it. Otherwise, we're in good shape. We got plenty of time, another hour and a half. We haven't done a stream on a Saturday in a long time, like at least a couple of months, I think. So kind of no surprise that today is not overwhelming like a lot of times are. And after, we'll be off for a few days. We're back next Friday. And after that, we should be back to our every 3 days or so schedule. And then cruising on the high season travel. So this is Rob, another fellow Canadian. There you go, Toronto's famous dinner. He's been with us here in Superchat for several years now. I think it's been 3 years. I could be mistaken, but 2 for sure. He's been a member longer than a year, and I certainly do appreciate that. And I recognize a lot of what I see. This creator, in between travel videos, is bringing us a lot of featured dishes and items from some of the most popular restaurants and takeout food places. His latest video is a longtime famous diner that a lot of us used to go to. I have been there, I believe, many times. Zet's, and then I don't know if you know this, Rob, as far as I understand, the son, one of the sons, or I don't know how it works exactly over there, of the owner of Zet's, opened a place called Fat Fork in Mississauga. And what they do, it's a Greek restaurant. When you get your plate of food, it's so much food I haven't seen a person finish a meal yet. Even when I've been with somebody who can eat more than a meal. So basically what happens, you go there, you get, like, let's say chicken souvlaki with potatoes, rice, salad, and it's 2 meals in one. So that came from Zet's. They've always done a great job. But I just wanted to mention that because I recognize what he's got going on here. I'm going to put that video into my catch-up list. He's got another one coming up in a few days. Cruising on the high season travel actually posts pretty frequently. He's inspired me to go get something. Little Caesars makes these little pizza butter tart things, and I went to get those just because I saw it on his video. Otherwise, I might not have even known they existed. And then shorts on Rob's channel have gotten into 1,800, 2,000, 2,400 views. A lot of talking head videos there, and he'll travel when he can. But Rob is on tons of other live streams as well, literally. He collaborates with everybody. He's been on StreamYard panels probably a million times. And I've been on at least one with him a few months ago, for which I was grateful. And cruising on the high season travel is going to bring us cruising and other travel whenever he can as well. But he's got his own live stream set up. You can see he's already got 8 of them ready to go for the next couple of weeks. So hopefully everybody will connect and push cruising on the high season travel towards 1,700 subscribers. And then 2D Life Family 25, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much, Scratch and Pete PA. I'm sure everybody can see I wouldn't be able to do these streams the way they are if it wasn't for the help of our moderators. But Scratch and Pete PA was able to catch that. Diamond Painting Yo Tune would have got skipped there. And then, Friday the 13th. I thought about moving the streams this week because I have to be off for so many days. But I balanced that in my mind with the idea that we really don't want to inconvenience everybody. You know, we got a group of almost 10 moderators that are here all the time. And I know people rearrange their personal schedules around things like live streams and things like that. People will do like their laundry tomorrow. They'll go grocery shopping earlier, or God forbid, even skip out on other things. So we want to inconvenience everybody as little as possible. You know, I mean, all of us thinking about our moderators and things like that. We got lots of friends that come with us, you know, here in the streams regularly for hours at a time, which I appreciate. I'll be eternally grateful for that. So I try not to move them unless I have to. But again, we'll be off for a few days. So we're not back until Friday now. And then, like I said, we'll be back. But sometimes I miss those. I didn't do Halloween this year, I don't think. I don't think we did Valentine's Day. I can't remember if we did or not. Sometimes I don't aim for them. It's whenever it comes up, whenever it works. And then, Fat Fork is no joke, Rob. And then Derek's Journey. 2D Life Family 25 was Derek's Journey. So is this has this channel changed, or is this an additional channel? Because I thought I remembered him saying he had a... I was going to say he had a gaming channel. I thought he started a gaming channel too, but this is actually Derek's Journey. Yeah, so this is a longtime friend. Actually, yeah, just got married too. So there's, look at that. A special wedding day moments video is ready to go for tomorrow. So thank you for coming in, because I saw the Facebook stuff. I think we're connected on Facebook, right? I can't remember ever if it's Facebook or Instagram between a lot of different people. Anybody can reach out anytime. But 2D Life Family 25 in the chat is Derek's journey. He's been a long-time friend. He's been with us for at least 3 years, if not 4. So it's great to have you in the chat again. And hopefully everybody will connect with 2D Life Family 25, and then you just change the name of the channel. Holidays are a great idea for pretty much everybody. What I have felt bad about is like doing a live stream on a special day and not doing anything about it. You know what I mean? Like St. Patrick's Day is coming up. It's a big deal in some places, but around all my areas, whether it's Toronto or Niagara Falls where I live or whatever, everything is like all the bars and restaurants will do St. Patrick's Day. People will celebrate and things like that. If I was doing a stream, I might have forgotten and not made it all green and, you know, things like that. And I feel bad about doing that. I've done that before for other things. And then, Be Amazing Sylvia is in the house. Good to see you here. We heard a clip from her earlier today. I still have to someday finish that video editing, but she joined us for one of those conversations. She's long past 10,000 subscribers. I think she had 14,000 during our interview. Yeah, Superchat's been here for 5.5 years, so it might be 2D Family Lifestyle. It might be 5 years. And then, forgive me, I feel like I'm missing another channel in the chat, but let's get moving. Oh, Henry Leslie Vermont, of course. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yes, I did see you a few moments ago. Forgive me for not being certain how long you're here. I got into long speeches today again. I didn't mean to. So hopefully everybody will connect with Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. And then he's got some more information on his About section here. Plenty of conversation there. Or plenty of information is what I meant to say. So next up, Diamond Painting Yotun. I had spun the wheel earlier, and I don't know what on earth I was talking about at the time, but I must have distracted myself, and thank goodness Scratch and PPA caught that, as he catches most of what I managed to miss. Our moderators are, you know, always watching, always paying attention, trying to help. I promise you they care very much about what we're doing here and the YouTube journey in general. It's true, Be Amazing Sylvia. I didn't mean for it to take that long. It became a bit of a chore because of our internet signal. She'll remember that day. And it's not like I could just move the audio. It's every clip. You know, I'm trying to match it so it just doesn't look terrible. I know it doesn't matter as much as I think it does, but yeah, at some point I'll get that out. Vintage Style by Joe is in the house as well, and thank you, Derek's Journey 2D Life Family 25 for grabbing that membership again. I really do appreciate that. There's Be Amazing Sylvia. Look at that. She's one of our longest standing members. Over 4 years of membership. She's actually almost at 5 years now. My dear goodness. Of membership. This is what I mean when we talk about the idea that people will literally be supporting you years into the future, but more than you even expected at the beginning. I know a lot of channels are thinking about being monetized, but you know, if I ask anybody who's not yet monetized if they expect to have members that are going to be with them for 5 years every month, right? I'm sure a lot of people will say, wow, I didn't even think of that. Not that they would say no, but yeah, it hadn't crossed their mind yet. But this is what's possible. And thank my dear goodness for this community. Like I said, I say all the time now, I will be eternally grateful for the things we've done here. Diamond Painting Yotun up on the screen right now. And this creator's got quite a bit of, a bit of information on their About section, but they let us know, join their journey while they're working on their diamond paintings. Diamond painting is something I found to be, it seems to me that it's getting more and more popular. I'm not sure if I'm right about that. It might have been just as popular as it is today for a long time, but we've seen an increase in not only channels that are doing diamond painting, but literally diamond painting channels. So I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos. I have watched several of these now from several different creators, and I have a feeling this is really like relaxing and almost therapeutic. I know I've said that before, but I really do think that. And then, yeah, I've not tried any of it yet. I wonder if I will. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 1,900, 2,300 views. I think what my fascination with this is the fact that I like pixel art. You know, like I literally was born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. So I was there for Atari and Nintendo and all that stuff. So, I mean, that kind of stuff is, I think, ingrained in some of our brains. Pixel art is something I'm like fully attracted to, and diamond painting seems to fall right along with that. Hopefully everybody will connect with Diamond Painting Yotun. We want to push them towards the 600 subscribers they're now thinking about, and I'll be looking forward to that latest video. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. And then Tim Mitchell loves the catch-up list for sure. The fun name we have for my playlist that I use to keep or get caught up with creators. I wonder if this is the first time we're going to look at Life with Angel 16. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then, yeah, Diamond Painting Yotun, my pleasure. I'll be looking forward to that. Life with Angel is up on the screen. I think this is the first time we're seeing this creator. Now, I noticed they're from Alaska, so I'm not sure if they came in and are already connected to Curmudgeon, Alaska. It's only a possibility. And forgive me if I'm mistaken, if we met elsewhere, and this is the first time we've got your channel on the screen, though. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take your latest video. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here every 3 days or so. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Mac Movement is coming up. I'm just getting local reviewer back onto the wheel. For any of our members or moderators, I really cleaned out the wheel a while ago. As long as you're active in the chat, I'll get you back on there. Members and moderators are always added right away, and in another few minutes it'll be time for me to add another name from our chat list. That's always based on who's been or how active everybody's been in the chat, if that makes sense. And one other time they've been here, Life with Angel 16. So thank you for that, but I'm glad we had a chance to look at your channel today. And then Mac Movement is up here as well. This creator's really doing an outstanding job when it comes to the idea of, and I would like to say animation, but what I mean is graphic art. Right? So graphic design is a different thing. Graphic design traditionally means things we're doing with thumbnails or banners or flyers or posters or social media posts. And while graphic design can often include graphic art really, in my opinion, is its own thing. See, I am talented with graphic design, but not with graphic art at all. And it makes me that much more impressed when people are talented when it comes to anything artistic, let's just say. So Mac Movement is bringing us what they describe as original sci-fi, fantasy, satire, and conspiracies told like a digital campfire, basically visual audiobooks from a growing multiverse. And they post frequently, so the last video was a couple weeks ago, but let's look at live streams and see what they've been doing. Yeah, they did one about a week ago. I think I meant to run that, and it might be running at the end of my catch-up list here. Yeah, it is. I still haven't run it yet. but it's there, I promise you. It's just that it's 4 hours long, so I put it at the bottom. When you see me talking about this catch-up list all the time that I put videos into, this is for everybody in the chat, whether you're on a computer or on a phone, you can reorder your playlists any way that you want, but you can literally just grab them and drag them up and down. So I always put the shortest ones at the top, the longest ones at the bottom. So when I have a day like today, I sat there and watched an hour of videos, right before dinner, right before Tuber Chat. And while I was watching those videos, I'm able to watch like 20 in the first hour, because it's all the 3, 4, and 5 minute ones at the beginning, right? And then the longer things like live stream replays and this and that can run towards the end. And that's an example. So Mac Movement as well has got shorts over here. These have gotten into 1,700, 1,800, 3,700 views. And then one of the videos that I appreciated was a shout out here. How do creators actually get discovered? Who can help? And then they mention myself, Source, and another creator. And I really do appreciate that. I'm always happy to see creators promoting others. And I know a lot of creators have like included Tuber Chat in shout out videos and things like that. And we've put that on our front page now, I believe, as well. I've got a couple of special playlists for things like that. So thank you again for that, Mac Movement. They're out there supporting people all the time. I think I run into them just about every day now, running into them in premieres and live streams, other people's live chats, let's just say. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Patty's Kitchen Garden and More is up on the screen right now. They're bringing us delicious looking content. One of the things I've started saying again lately, but I had said many times before, is the idea that what I enjoy about the cooking videos that I see in the Tuber Chat family, not just cooking channels, but lots of creators are making cooking videos, right? Is the idea that we're seeing what people are really making in their homes. It's very different from a cooking television show, right? And Kristen and I watch those kinds of things often as well. All the baking championships and Chef's Kitchen and Gordon Ramsay going off on everybody and Guys Grocery Games and all that stuff, right? We usually watch something like that while we're eating. And then we usually watch like an episode of a TV show last thing before we go to sleep every night. But what we're looking at here is a cooking channel more than anything else. So she does say kitchen, garden, and more. So there's variety here, almost in line, I would say, with homesteading. You know, I would have a hard time not including this in the homesteading community because of the gardening along with the kitchen, and then she takes us out shopping and other things as well. But when we look at cooking videos here, like I said, it's things people are really making, things that we recognize, ingredients that we have in our pantries, things that we pick up in the grocery stores. So if somebody wants oatmeal peanut butter cookies, which I think is a fantastic idea, then it's great that we get to see what somebody's actually making, not the way that they can be, in my opinion, dressed up on television where they've got, you know, $100,000, you know, kitchens or ranges and, you know, unlimited pantries and things like that. So this is really cool in my opinion. So pancakes as well, always a family favorite. And then breakfast casserole. I'm always a fan of one-pan meals and things like that as well. I asked my mother one day, I said to my mother, you know, I'm obviously like much older than hopefully some people think I am these days. But I had asked my mom, I said, you know, you guys really did a great job with me and my sister when we were growing up. Dinner was on the table, 6 p.m. sharp, every single day. Like, never missed a meal. If you look at me, you can tell I don't miss many meals anyway. But they really did a great job, and they mixed up the different meals. I said, you know, I remember a lot of the things that we would have growing up, but, you know, it was a mix. Sometimes we'd have things not repeatedly, but like you recognize some of the family favorites, let's just say. But I'm like, you guys really did a good job of like mixing things up, and we never knew what was going to be for dinner the next day. It's and that kind of thing. And she said, yeah, because it was a lot of casseroles and things like that, a lot of things that could be made quickly. So going back in my mind and trying to remember, I'm like, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. But I was very lucky. They did a really good job with that. So, Patty's Kitchen, Garden, and More also has shorts on the channel, and these have gotten into 7,500, 8,700, 14,000 views. My dear goodness. And then live streams on the channel as well. And even up to today, they did a quick live stream earlier today. They seem to be doing these almost daily, pretty close to it, several times a week. So lots to be learned, lots to be seen here. Oh, interesting. They did fish taco Friday. We just had tacos today before dinner. Before Tuber Chat. Kristen always, she does 99% of the cooking. Really 100%, I should say by now. But let's say 99% of the cooking. And on days that we have Tuber Chat at, let's say, 5 p.m., she'll make sure that we or I have something to eat before Tuber Chat. So we'll do that an hour early. I don't mind eating early. I like it, actually. And then thank you, Covaction. We're going to raid into their premiere in a little while. It's me, Alex, still here. They're live right now, but still watching. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Good to see you in the house. They've got tons of friends, eh? Like when I catch Follow the Bradley's Fun, they're live streaming regularly. So I'm not sure. I don't think it's daily, but it's several times a week, and they've always got friends on panel and vibrant chat and everything else. A truly dynamic creator. So it's me, Alec. I've got you back on the wheel here. And then fish tacos, I don't know if we've done, actually. I've been lucky enough to have gone to Mexico once, to Puerto Vallarta. I was there for a week many years ago, 2004. I was there. And we had tacos, like real tacos, let's just say. The reason why I say real is because it's so different than what we expect from Taco Bell and Mighty Taco and places like that, right? But, yeah, fish tacos, I don't know if I've ever had. I got to think of that and figure out whether I've had them or not. Whether I'd like it or not is another thing. I eat fish, not shellfish very often, but fish all the time. I like salmon. And Kristen made cod the other day, and it was delicioso. I couldn't believe it. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Patty's Kitchen, Garden, and More. Like I said, a longtime friend. She's been with us for several years as well. Now over 5,200 subscribers, which is great to see. So let's spin the wheel. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster. I know I keep slowing down. And then PK Adventure Travels, Ryan and Mel is coming up. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Yeah, salmon's one of my favorite things. Like, I'll go to a restaurant and I don't feel any way about what everybody else thinks whether I'll eat. So if I go to a place and it's meant to be like, oh, we could have a nice steak or something like that, if I feel like salmon, it's going to be salmon. A lot of times I've had it just for that reason, let's just say. Do some charter fishing in South Florida. Yeah, that'd be different. I can say that I have touched the ocean there. I had family in Florida when I was really, really young. They've moved both now or are not there, let's say. But my grandparents were in Daytona, and my uncle and aunt were in Tampa. And I've been to Tampa once afterwards, but I just drove through there. I didn't get a chance to stay. I spent a day in Jacksonville, but that's about it. But I did, when I was too young to remember, I managed to get down there to Daytona Beach. So I definitely got to at least see the ocean. And I remember the warning: don't drink the salt water. And then PK Adventure Travels up on the screen right now. Ryan and Mel, they're going to bring us more travel, but they come from the perspective of travel agents. So I just watched another room tour. If I understood right, I'm not sure if Ryan's still in the chat. I'm assuming it's Ryan that was here, but I wondered about this room review, because the way he was describing it, particularly the shower, had me thinking this is an older room that's had some upgrades. So like, when you're in a hotel room, a cruise ship stateroom is just about the same thing, usually smaller, not always, but usually. And then, but they've got all the same things, right? So they'll have lamps and lights and chargers and outlets and things like that. But he was showing like USB-C and USB chargers, but he did mention the shower still had a curtain. So I'm assuming that's not a thing anymore. Like, I guess that means the newer cruise ships always have doors on them. I don't even remember. I worked on a cruise ship once in like 1996. It's forever ago. I don't even remember what the shower looked like. But they do a really thorough job, both Ryan and Mel. So they have a wonderful back and forth between each other. But they do a thorough job when they do room reviews, when they do ship tours, whether they do RV camping. Excuse me, they actually give us tips and tricks to make our camping or glamping life even more comfortable. Ryan is responsible. It's not often that people are responsible for making you spend money, but sometimes they are. A friend of mine asked me one day, he's one of my best friends, like lifelong best friends, and he says, but how do you figure out who your best friend is? And I said, that's easy. It's whoever cost you the most money. That's definitely the way you could look at it, right? And Ryan mentioned the idea of alien tape, and I get that from one of their RV videos when they were going through some of the customizations and tips and tricks that they have. And now I use alien tape, and now I like it. And I'm using it regularly. I won't be surprised if I'm going to have to get some more soon. When we look at PK Adventure Travels, Ryan also has a series of sort of news videos on the channel as well. You have to dig through here. He's got a playlist for it. But he talks about worldly events, things that happen to travelers. And if we're thinking about serious travel, I would recommend anybody spend some time watching his videos, because he talks about things we might not think about. He touches on passports, he touches on packing, he touches on contraband, like things that you can or cannot bring. There's a lot of questions out there. The world's changed over the last couple of decades, right? So we have to be on top of that. He can help us with that. PK Adventure Travels as well has got shorts into 12,000, 29,000, and then live streams on the channel as well. And they're live regularly, so they go live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern as a minimum. But Ryan is also on tons of other channels and live streams. He's part of the Go Live Together crew. Eddie Lugo Studios and a bunch of creators get together in the mornings. I catch those as often as I can. And he's got another channel as well. Ryan Parker Studios is a second channel that he's got set up, and he does a lot of live streams here. So there's those Go Live Together live streams with Jeremy and Cheryl and a few other creators as well. And then I see he's got a premiere coming up as well. He does a lot of cooking videos over here, and then a lot of like kind of relaxing videos. They're meant to run as premieres. Anybody can go in there and connect while we kind of chill out. And then shorts on the channel as well. 2,600, 2,700, 3,700 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. And these are those unattended live streams. Like, you might be there, but the idea is that people can kind of just go in and connect as they want to. It's very, very laid back and relaxing. So hopefully everybody will connect with PK Adventure Travels and Ryan Parker Studios. We were also Ryan was also on that live stream. I'm not sure if Mel was with him. I can't remember for the life of me, because I've seen them live so many times now. I can't remember if it was just Ryan or both of them that were with us. And I think that was that live stream I was talking about with Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel, where there was about 10 of us on a panel. And it was kind of cool. But they're collaborating with people all the time. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Forgive me, I know I missed the Fit and Funny Ron. Forgive me, I missed you in the chat there, but I did catch your comment. I just wanted to go back to get that. Is this another channel from Follow the Bradley's Fun? Fit and Funny Ron, you can drink the salt water, you just won't feel pleasant after. Yes, that, if I remember right, I was too young to remember, but if I remember right, they said, yeah, that's the reason. You're going to get sick, so don't do that. Harlow Blonde, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. I feel like we've seen that channel before. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. If this is your first time here, sometimes we find channels with similar names. I have been saying there's 50 million channels on YouTube for about 5 years, but there's actually now apparently 114 million channels, more than that. So plenty, plenty of channels. I've made the mistake of confusing names a couple of times actually for a couple of channels. We have a creator that refers to herself as Susan from Australia, but then we also have a channel called Susan from Australia. So that sent me for a loop for a couple of weeks, actually. Local Reviewer 82 is up on the screen right now. 860 subscribers. They've got a premiere coming up tonight at 8 o'clock. So another piece of content tonight. And then I've got the latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. Another music video. Lots of creators are using Suno. I'm not sure if that's what you've used here. I felt like I already had that on my catch-up list. Maybe I shared this out for you. I think that's what happened, right? Because I always do my community post shares in advance. So maybe that's why I knew that video already. Local Reviewer 82. They're looking for requests on the channel, which is great to know. People can connect and then let them know what you want to see. Lots of live streams here, so they seem to be doing these pretty frequently, at least once a week. Looks like more like twice a week. And then, hopefully everybody will connect and push this channel towards the 900 subscribers they're thinking about. I'm looking forward to watching more content so I can get to know the channel a little bit better. But great to see you shouting out other creators as well. And then we'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up on the screen. We still got almost an hour to go. It's plenty of time. Lots of content tonight. So obviously Local Reviewers got a premiere. Cove Action Travel we're going to raid into. Michael's Adventures has a premiere at 8 o'clock. And there'll be plenty of live streams, I'm sure, as well. Jesse Journals and Unboxings, another beloved and dedicated moderator. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. I wonder if Baron is still here. Baron, if you're still listening, I hope you'll come back into the chat. They were here so briefly. They came in and dropped, I don't even know if it was 20 or 25 gifted memberships, somewhere around there. Just an unreasonable number of memberships, for which I will be grateful. But they left pretty quick. Local Reviewer, what we are about to look at, though, is Jesse Journals and Unboxes. Forgive me, I'm getting behind here. And then Jesse Journals and Unboxes, I mentioned, is a beloved and dedicated moderator. Now, she drops at least one video a week. But once in a while, she does a second video. So she just dropped one a couple days ago. I haven't seen that yet, so I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. She's got a premiere ready for Sunday. This is one I was impressed with. And I don't mean the video, I actually mean the content, like what she's got here. I think this is really interesting. The content is always impressive. Jessie does an incredibly thorough job of describing all of the things that she unboxes, where they came from, people involved. A lot of times it's collaborations, the things she either makes with the things she unboxes or the things she intends to make with the things that she finds. She talks about the inspiration and motivation behind it all. Some of it is subscription services. Some of it is hauls. A lot of it is Happy Mail videos. This particular one is interesting because this is postcards from around the world, and she did this a few weeks ago, right? She did one of these. I was commenting on that. There it is, I guess a month ago, right? But that's a really, really cool idea. Elisa's Adventures and Travel is another channel that we know and love here, and that creator actually does a postcard swap with people, and I think that's a really cool idea. Lots of creators send each other Happy Mail. You know, I've been sent my share. I send my share out, let's just say. But when we have unique ideas. I think that's super fun. So Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is probably going to have the largest postcard collection of anybody in the Tuber Chat family. And the only second to that will be Jesse Journals and Unboxes with this Around the World in 80 Cards subscription service. So this is really cool. What Jesse does as well, she's been with us for about 5.5 years as well. Her support for everyone has increased over all this time. That's a tough trick when you're following so many creators. But she features in her shorts videos all the things she unboxes. So bath and beauty products, jewelry, washi tape, stationery, crafting supplies, snacks even, just about anything that can be unboxed. And then these have started to move also. Many of the newer ones are the ones that have caught up in the most popular string of shorts videos, if that makes sense. 1,700, 2,100. She's got one at 2,300, which is great to see. Live streams are occasional on this channel, but she's done them many times before. Whether she drops a premiere or a live stream, she will always have a flood of support in her chat because she does so much for other people. I probably run into Jesse Journals and Unboxes every single day supporting other creators. And like I said, she's been here and nominated. Not sure if she might be the only creator nominated ever. I think she's been, I might be wrong about that, but she's been asked by more than one other channel over the years, hey, the next time you're thinking about a moderator on Tuber Chat, think about Jesse. And well-deserved for sure. But I'm grateful that she is a part of such a tight-knit crew. All of our moderators here, always support each other, but everybody's dear friends as well. And I promise you they care deeply about the YouTube journey, and not just those of us in the Tuber Chat family, their own communities, of course, but the YouTube journey and their fellow creators in general. They all have an overwhelming sense of generosity. So let's look at Be Amazing Sylvia's channel right this second, and we're going to go for a break for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play a clip from Be Amazing Sylvia so you can hear what she has to say about how to get over 10,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. She's now almost at 14,000. This creator brings motivation and spiritual inspiration. She's got a new video coming out that's in a few days. We'll look forward to that. She posts frequently, and she brings pure variety on her channel. She is always trying things, and we talk about that in the interview series. One of the things that I wish for everybody is to go and watch all of these. It's easy for somebody to say, yeah, please go watch 5 or 6 of our videos, right? But I hope everybody will find the time to watch each one of these in full because they're so informative. As much as I talk here in the live streams, I really tried to ask these creators for their opinion without adding a lot of my own, knowing that they say a lot of things that I otherwise wouldn't have said. And they don't all say the same things about all the different things that I ask about our YouTube journeys as well. Each one of these creators is very unique, and their journey is unique, and so therefore their answers to a lot of the questions that I ask are unique, the stories that they tell as well. So hopefully everybody will check those out. Be Amazing Sylvia, her episode of that interview series is still upcoming. I just had an overwhelming job editing it. Our internet connection, something was wrong, and all of the audio is all over the place. It's not like just off and I could just move it. It's like every single clip for an hour long has to be moved every minute or so. But anyway, at some point I'll get the whole thing out. Desert Living, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Be Amazing Sylvia hooked into a formula. Oh, we did hear Sylvia earlier. Okay, forgive me. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I'll play Edna's Worlds clip. I forgot that we actually did... Be Amazing Sylvia was the first clip that we listened to today, and I've got it written down too. See, I write notes on paper, and then I don't look at them. Michael's Adventures has to be shaking his head because he's known I've been doing this for years. But we'll look at Edna's World after. I believe these creators are friends anyway. Be Amazing Sylvia. So we did hear that earlier today. I mix these clips up all the time. There's about 6 episodes so far, and I play a couple of different clips here and there from each one. But thank you for that, Scratch and PPA. So Be Amazing Sylvia hooked into this formula a long time ago. And these shorts videos really worked for her. Her daughter was a cheerleader, right? She still attends some of these things today, but some of these shorts have just gotten, look at this, 264,000, 681,000, 763,000 views. My dear goodness. So that started to bring an influx of subscribers to the channel, obviously. But Sylvia is somebody who's been with us from the beginning. She's always been helping creators connect in a similar way to what we're doing here. And we've been friends all this time. She's one of our longest standing members, actually. But Be Amazing Sylvia could still to this day does live streams where she helps people connect. Not that there's a right or wrong way to connect specifically. We do things exactly the way we do here because we've been doing them for 5.5 years. The system really doesn't change. And even when I'm out in the YouTube streets between different people's premieres and live streams, I connect in exactly the same way that we talk about here. But Be Amazing Sylvia will help you meet lots of friends when you're over there. And then she has plenty of variety on her channel. She's got another channel as well. Let me get to this. It's called Sylvia's Daily Positivity. She started this channel with her daughter, so you get a chance to get to know them. More variety in the videos here, but she also posts a lot of shorts that bring motivation and inspiration. 1,700, 3,100 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. And this channel is approaching 300 subscribers as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Sylvia's Daily Positivity. I'm spinning the wheel to see who's coming up next. So Scratch and PPA, I believe, is going to be the next channel. I noticed that Canadian Family Life came in as well. And then let's just take a break. We'll watch what Edna's World has to say about how she's grown her channel to over 10,000. And then we'll go for 3.5 minutes and we'll come right back. So I noticed that you also mentioned subscribers for a quick second there when you're talking about especially the effects you put on the screen or the end of your video. Don't forget to subscribe, things like this. What else can you tell us, especially for anybody just starting their YouTube journey, about how to get more subscribers for their channel?
Still back to just asking. Like, you would be surprised how many people don't say subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
Just a simple hit that subscribe button, you know, I would appreciate it. I don't do a whole lot of promoting, but promoting your channel works very well. I think honestly, if people can feel like they have a connection to you, if you're talking, if you're giving great information, if they sort of feel that vibe, they're going to naturally be like, oh, I like this person. But sometimes people will watch and just never subscribe. And sometimes it's just because they just don't think about it. It's like, oh, I didn't even realize I wasn't subscribed to you. So that one little ask is sometimes all the people need to just, subscribe to the channel. I think also realizing that not everybody is going to subscribe. Realizing that they might watch your video, but for whatever reason, they just don't want to subscribe to it. Or they just come there for that one reason, that to see that video, and now they're going to go. I think having people promote you is a good thing. And that's also something I think should naturally happen.
Okay.
I know a lot of us, when we start out, we think we have the best ideas, the best personality, and we're going to blow up overnight. And it just doesn't happen like that in the real world. You know, it's going to take time, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with, you might never hit 10,000 subscribers, and that's okay. Be there for the 400 that are coming back, Be there for the ones that are coming back and show them that you appreciate them being there, because eventually those are the ones that will mention your name to somebody else.
Yes.
Or, those, if they don't, but they're still coming back. So we have to be okay. I think that's what a lot of new vloggers need to learn. You have to be okay that you might not blow up. You might not be as fabulous as you think you are. Somebody is still going to be like, no, I don't like her. And that's okay. That's okay.
All right, we are just about back and about to look at Scratch and Pete PA. So this is one of our beloved and dedicated moderators, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 8 years on YouTube now. Pretty soon I'm going to have to say 9 years. This creator's been with us pretty much from the beginning. He found us within the first few dozen episodes of Superchat. We're literally on episode 922 today, if you can imagine that. Over 5.5 years we've been able to pull this off. The Stock Explorer is still in the house. I clean up the wheel quite a bit, quite aggressively today. So for any of our members or moderators, just be active in the chat. I'll get to as many channels as I can in the next 40 minutes or so. Scratch and Pete PA brings us an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. This creator pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and then offers us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of, and he premieres with perfect consistency. This creator has dropped a video every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern for over 5 years now. He actually switched up his editing style, and while his editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video 5.5 years ago, he's actually putting even more elaborate animation and things like that into his videos every week. If you can imagine, not every lottery ticket works the same way, these scratch tickets, so he's got to change the video to match the gameplay, which means even more work, but you'll be impressed when you see he's changed up the music and a few other things. So hopefully everybody will join us for his premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. When you're there, you'll find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Superchat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of Butler Family Farm, Jesse Journals and Unboxes, and a few select others. It is, very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. Fire, Dr. Ninja Turtle, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. When we look at Scratch and Pete PA's channel, you'll notice that his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by content in his thumbnails. We might have expected that, but this creator also gives us a hint about the giveaways that happen in his video series. And then his banner's updated every single week, if you can imagine that. And I already mentioned his video editing skills as well. This creator is a fellow Canadian. He's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We'd love to push him towards the 2,700 subscribers we know he's thinking about. A couple of years ago, he took a trip to Italy and brought us some vlogging style shorts videos on his channel, along with some Italian lottery tickets. And then he returned to Italy this year and brought us a new series of Italian lottery scratch tickets. I know a lot of people will be excited to know he's expanded the content on the channel. We've also seen a live stream from this creator. I was lucky enough to be in the chat at the time, and he brought that live stream from Italy as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and Pete PA, and hopefully everybody will connect with all of our moderators. I say it a million times, but I really wouldn't be able to do these streams the way they are if it wasn't for their help. I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody, maybe even more, and they help me keep things kind of under control here. Not to mention, they're all incredibly over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. And then thank you for coming in. Majestic Lion Eyes channel's in Norway right now, but thank you for popping in. We got friends that run the stream in the background. We got friends that come in to say hello, friends that just drop thumbs up when they can, and I always appreciate all of it. Not everybody can be here every 3 days, and certainly not for 3 hours every time we're on, so I do appreciate every moment, of course. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then I'm going to get Hala onto the wheel right now. We're in good shape, so we'll get to as many channels as we can in the next 25 minutes or so. We've got a few bits of content coming up. I can't for the life of me remember who said they were going live at 8 o'clock. I wonder if one of our moderators will remember what I was talking about earlier. I know that we've got a list. So Cove Action has a premiere Michael's Adventures always has a premiere at 8 o'clock. Did I say local reviewer? I'm writing a note now, but this one I'll look at because it'll be right after the stream. Sarah Presswood's still here. And then, yeah, I can't remember for the life of me who I said was going live. And the Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, thank you for the share. Yeah, she is the one who always calls me Tuber Man. Palazzo Place, Jem Palazzo in the chat. This creator's in South Florida. She brings us a few dozen videos now, including shorts videos. She's got some furry friends that join us and a lot of outdoor footage. These have started to get into 2,300, 2,700, 4,200 views. And then videos here give us a look around Florida and her area, and you'll get the idea that the weather can make some serious extreme changes down here. And then, like I said, her furry friends join us as well. So we'll be looking forward to more content from Palazzo Place. I know it's been a couple of months. Local reviewers going live. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. And then now I can't remember who else is dropping premieres. And then Palazzo Place is actually closing in on 1,000 subscribers. They've got 964 right now. We would love to see them pushed a little bit farther towards the 970 they're thinking about today, and they'll have that 1,000 any day now, which is great to know. And then my pleasure, Hala, of course. We'll get to as many channels as we can, like I said. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Stock Explorer is Nora, also in Florida. And this creator brings us a lot of variety on the channel, although they started with stock markets and a little bit of crypto talk. And they continue that today in amongst a lot of product reviews, other traditional variety, could be just about anything, and a lot of live streaming, including lottery ticket scratch battling with other channels, which is really interesting to see. Nora's been doing a lot of fitness this year as well. You'll see all of this in a moment. So they've got a series right now called Scratching with Strangers. They're literally meeting people for the first time and scratching lottery tickets with them while they learn about these people and have conversations with them. And then Nora, it's interesting to go back and look at some of the things they've said about some of the stocks that have moved all this time, and I've seen them order products and things like that as well. I joined Nora on her channel once for a couple of hours. We talked about YouTube and our friendship and moderators and things like that. And then shorts on this channel feature a lot of variety, but you can see that these have really moved as well. So there's plenty here, giving us a chance to get to know Nora. And then when we look at the most popular ones, we see 3,300, 4,900, 17,000 on one of these, which is great to see. Pardon me, and then lots of live streams. So they're doing some members only content, which is great to see. YouTube's really promoting that stuff right now. Nora's doing some fitness right this second, but they collaborate with other people all the time, whether it's StreamYard panels and friendly conversation or lottery ticket scratch battling. Nora hosts a lot of live streams as well. She could be talking stocks or having friendly conversations. So hopefully everybody will connect with the Stock Explorer. We'd love to push her towards the 2,600 subscribers she's thinking about. I often mention the fact that her posts bring extra members-only content. She gives some tips about some of the stock plays or options trading that she might be doing. And then this creator's got a second channel called Tropical Buzz. And like I said, they're in Florida, and they're educating us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they're going to grow themselves. They're closing in. They've actually long passed 300 subscribers, which is great to see. Hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther towards the 400 we know they're thinking about. Now spin the wheel. It's still got It's Me Alex on the wheel, pardon me. And then Devil Dog, thank you so much, and we'll see you again shortly, I'm sure. Pardon me. Hala is coming up right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Holla is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they bring us to a lot of really interesting places. You know, I almost feel bad saying I'm still getting to know the channel because I've been through enough content, but I'm sure everybody understands I run a lot more than I'm able to watch. I watch as many videos as I can. I should rewatch this National Pizza Day video. Actually, I love pizza, my dear goodness. But, they've got a few new videos as well just over the last few days. I'm going to put the latest video into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them. But you notice from the thumbnails and titles here that they're bringing us to a lot of really interesting places, a lot of outdoor events and things like that, which is kind of really cool. And then shorts on the channel as well. An auto enthusiast, and they've gotten into 2,500, 3,000, 3,300 views on some of these. And then live streams on the channel as well. So they just did one the other day that I was lucky enough to be able to catch, but they've got these coming out pretty frequently, as a matter of fact, several a month, which is great to know. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Holla, and we would love to push them towards the 700 subscribers they're thinking about. Yeah, that's because it's variety. Yeah, I get to use the excuse, well, they've got a lot of variety here, so I can dance around my description of the content. But I'm not wrong when I say they're bringing us a lot of outdoor events of different types as well. It's one thing, you know, obviously an auto enthusiast, so they got a little bit of that in the videos, lots in the shorts. But when we look at some of these, I see live performances here. Oktoberfest is an idea. They've taken us to some touristy places, but not all of it seems to be touristy either. Right? Some of it just happens to be outdoor events. Another Atlantic City performance there. So a lot of variety here. So hopefully everybody will connect with Holla. Biggest thing about that creator is they're out supporting people all the time. And I probably run into them almost every day now. Pretty close to it, supporting other people, if I'm not mistaken. And then Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is Charlene Heel. She's got a few channels. I'll show you 2 of them right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Pardon me for 1 second. Pardon me, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is up on the screen right now. Charlene Heel is going to bring us, she's more like a wellness coach kind of idea. She brings us motivation, inspiration, sometimes spiritual inspiration. I've been on her channels both a couple of times. Actually, I'm supposed to be getting back to her so we can arrange a date to get another kind of conversation happening about monetization and things like that. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities posts frequently, and she's got a lot of guests on the channel as well. Almost 1,700 subscribers, so hopefully we can push her a little bit closer to that milestone. There she is right there. Some of the shorts have gotten into 3,300, 5,400, 6,700 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. And this creator, yeah, she's talking about monetization there. She does a lot of talk about finance, obviously, lately. Oh, monetization is a series, actually. It looks like she's done some outdoor live streaming as well. Plenty of StreamYard panels. And then Charlene Heel is a longtime friend. She's been with us has she been with us for 5 years, 5.5 years maybe? It could be by now. I lose track sometimes of how long every single channel's been with us. I've been plenty mistakes thinking about that. But the idea is to that everybody understands. Literally, when you're here, you're going to meet friends that will be supporting you years into the future. Not just here. It's just there's that many generous creators out there. Hopefully, we can all meet each other. That's what we're doing here. So Charlene Heal's got a premiere coming up. That's in a week from now. But she's got a new video. This one's kind of short. So when we're connecting, hopefully everybody's connecting with videos that are 3 minutes or longer. She's got plenty of them here. The next like 5 videos are all 4, 5, and 3, 4, and 5 minutes, it looks like. And then Charlene Heal's working on 2,700 subscribers on this channel. So wellness coaching, and she will bring spiritual inspiration and motivation as well. This creator's got shorts that have gotten into 7,100, 7,200, 7,600 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. And the subjects can change. This creator will have lots of guests, or it could be Charlene Heal herself, giving us a chance to get to know her and some more inspiration and motivation. And then Ellen Smile, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then Canadian Family Life is another beloved and dedicated moderator. Tiffany, the creator behind this channel, and her family are in New Brunswick. So this is a family channel. The whole family gets involved in the channel. And then they bring us a lot of different content, including vlogs, including challenges between family members, a lot of cooking and baking, and a lot of food bank grocery haul videos. And this creator's now gotten into product reviews and even sponsored videos. And then Tiffany likes to change up the style during things like holidays. She might bring us some vlogging, shout outs when she's got Happy Meal and things like that. Shorts on this channel bring a bit of outdoor footage, and some of the winter footage as well is done well. 3,100, 5,600, 8,300. I think that one is still getting views, as a matter of fact. I think it's still climbing. And then live streams on the channel. So she just did a birthday live stream last week. Her birthday was on Monday. And this creator, like I said, though, has been a beloved and dedicated moderator. She's been with us for almost 3 years now. And an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, one of the fastest growing channels we've seen in the Tuber Chat family. So she got to her first 3,000 organically within just over a year. And I believe the biggest reasons are for supporting other creators. I run into her every day supporting other creators. And then, she's here with us for every live stream as well, or pretty close to it. And then I certainly don't expect that from everybody, but I do appreciate it. Michael's Adventures is in the chat as well. I must have said hello at the beginning of the stream. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator as well, but I hope, again, everybody will connect with all of our moderators. And they're not all Canadians. There's a few. But they are some of the most supportive creators that I have met. Each one of them has, a unique story I could tell for 3 hours alone as a minimum about how they go over and above to support other creators. JGP Jr., good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. It's me, Alec, up on the screen right now. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll take a break, and then we'll talk about this channel when we come back. This one we will make quick. Let's say 3.5 minutes, and then we're right back. All right, we're just about back. We're going to look at It's Me, Alec, and this is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's been with us for many years. They're here with us frequently. They have a ton of channels, as a matter of fact. I've lost count of how many, but I'll show you a couple of them right now. So It's Me, Alec. This is the official channel for this creator, we can call it. This is where they are most often. They'll drop videos here. They've got shorts on the channel. It's all variety, but they've gotten into 1,400, 1,500 views on a couple of these. Pardon me, and then they've gotten into live streams as well. So their birthday is coming up, and that is, you did say tomorrow, yes? Tomorrow is It's Me Alec's birthday, so they've got a few streams coming up, as a matter of fact, and then I think they're planning a stream for tonight, so we'll see if they're going to do that in a couple of hours, or an hour and a half or so. And then It's Me Alec as well. Hopefully everybody will come over, help them celebrate their birthday tomorrow. And then this creator, they've got tons of channels, like I mentioned here. They're kind of splitting up the content between them. But I'm just going to grab one of the ones that I know they're active on. And this one's almost at 100 subscribers right now. You can catch all of these on It's Me Alec's homepage. You connect to the creator that's in the chat right now, It's Me Alec 54. And then Vintage Style by Joe. I'm just curious if you're still here. And then for anybody that's still listening or watching, I've got time to put a few more channels on the screen, so I'll get to as many as I can in the next 15 minutes. And then Cove Action, I'm just curious, I know you said you have an intro on your premiere. Does it happen to be 5 minutes? I'm just curious to know. And then It's Me Alec, Serves the Receipts Reloaded 3.0 is another channel from this creator, but like I said, they've got plenty. And then March 5th, so Derek's Journey just had a birthday a week and a half ago. So happy week and a half after your birthday, Derek's Journey. I might have seen that on Facebook now that I think of it, actually. I don't always remember, like I say I'm on Instagram all the time. I say I'm on Facebook most of the time, and I say I'm on Twitter some of the time. But what I really mean by that is that I check Instagram a million times a day, and I check Facebook several times a day. Why is your why is your channel not coming up with its handle here? Pardon me while I'm tripping up over the channel handle here. What I mean by that is I check Instagram a million times a day. That's where most of my conversations happen. And then oh my dear goodness, I can't get this to work for some reason. So yes, we will look at the channel in a second, I think, if it wants to come up, if my internet's not having trouble now. My dear goodness. Pardon me while I restart Chrome. We'll see if this is going to come up. And then what I mean, yes, is, forgive me, I can't get through this speech. I'm on Instagram all the time, meaning I check it multiple times a day, but that's where all my conversations seem to happen. Facebook a little bit, but I really just go on it so much because I'm always clearing the notifications. So I don't always remember to do birthdays, but I often do. Usually every 2 or 3 days I'll go in there and do the happy birthdays or whatever, because Facebook gives you just about everybody's birthday, right? If it's public. What is this? Why does this channel not want to come up? What is YouTube doing now? Pardon me while I'm getting ready to snap here. Why does their channel not come up? What's up with P&J's Homestead Adventure? You see what I'm doing. I've tried to put it up 5 times, I think, already. It doesn't want to come up. We'll get back to it in a minute. We'll see if something is wrong with YouTube. Possibly. There's plenty of glitching. And then Simply Debbie Sue. Let's see what they've got going on their channel, if that wants to come up. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me. So Simply Debbie Sue we're looking at right now, and this creator's here with us frequently as well. They've got over 1,000 subscribers. It looks like they've got that locked in, which is great to know. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Simply Debbie Sue. This is another channel I'm still getting to know, but they let us know. Just a simple soul nestled in the heart of Virginia mountains. Yes, where the porch swings slow and the stories run deep. And so they've got quite a bit of different variety, I think, in their conversation here. Yeah, mostly storytelling, I'm assuming. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time, I get to know the channels, and then over weeks and months by watching videos, hanging out in premieres and live streams, I get to know the content, and then I often get to know creators behind the channels. This is when I say anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Some of the shorts over here, 1,700 on one of these, and I wonder what that pizza thing is. If that's is that a frozen pizza? And then 1,500. I love pizza of any kind, it seems. P&J's Homestead Adventure. I'm not thinking. I could just use Firefox. I don't know why your channel doesn't want to come up for me on Chrome. That doesn't make any sense. Why Chrome is discriminating against homesteading channels on Superchat today. P&J's Homestead Adventure. Paula and Jason have been friends of ours for years. Hence their patience and understanding, actually, for which I'm grateful. P&J's Homestead Adventure will bring us all kinds of variety. So they might get involved in cooking and baking videos. They might bring us outdoors for adventures. And they've got quite a bit of information on their About section as well. They can bring us all 4 seasons. They're in New York State, of course, and then you'll get an idea of what they're doing with their homesteading content from the About section. They've gotten into 2,200, 2,700 views on a couple of these shorts videos and then live streams. They've brought one as an experiment. We'll see if they're going to bring those back. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as possible as well. And then it looks like we're going to see High Plains Camper. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Squirrels World, good to see you in the house. That's another friend that's been with us for many years. And then I'm just going to drop the link again for our raid. I've pinned it so everybody can get there easily, but Cove Action has a video coming up in another 9 minutes or so. And forgive me, Cove Action, I know I asked you about the intro on your video and then I missed the answer. If you happen to catch that, 5 minutes, perfect, thank you. So I will have a chance to put an extra channel on the screen and we will run our end screen. And that helps everybody clean up their connections here before we go over there. But Chuck and Lori from Cove Action will allow us and encourage us to connect during their live stream or during their premiere as well. We know Michael's Adventures will also be on at 8 o'clock. Local reviewers going live at 8 o'clock as well. So plenty to watch. But I'll be over there in all of them, including Cove Action. Chuck and Lori have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Honorary Canadians, almost. I'm going to talk to the border and I'm going to say you're not allowed to cross the border again unless you meet up with Superchat in Niagara Falls next time, because they were close. They were only a half an hour away, but we didn't have a chance to meet up. High Plains Camper is up on the screen right now, and this is a creator that's bringing us a lot of outdoor camping, truck camping mostly, but I see they've got a tent here. That's a kid's tent, they said in the title there. Solo truck camping, which can be really cool. We got lots of friends that are doing things like this, and I group a lot of these channels together. I love a fire as much as anybody else. I group a lot of outdoor channels with the homesteading community, whether it's camping, fishing, hiking, or different ideas. And camping fits into that, of course. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 3,200, 7,300, 7,500 views. I've wondered for the longest time if one day I might get a truck camper. I have an F-150 2013, but mine is almost a base model. So it's not like extra beefy or anything like that. So I'd have to be really careful about what I put in there. Probably much better suited for a travel trailer. But one of these days, I wonder if I might do that because I haven't been across the border in a long time, but maybe we'll start doing that again this year. And I would love a chance to go and visit so many of our American friends that we've met over the years. I haven't had vacation time in as long as I can remember. I just never take any. But I work with a company that forces it, so I'll have to split for 3 weeks at some point. Not necessarily all together, but that lends itself to the idea you could really do a long trip, right? Visit a lot of cities and visit a lot of friends. So we'll see. But High Plains Camper is doing plenty of this, so I know I've got somebody to turn to when I'm like trying not to forget the things we need on the road. I'm sure that's a disaster for a lot of people. And then we're going to look at Derek's Journey, who has renamed their channel now 2D Life. And this is a longtime friend. They've been with us almost from the beginning as well. 5.5 years, let's just say. So it's great to see you back in the chat. I know it's been a little while. They recently got married, so they've got a very special video coming up tomorrow. And we'll be looking forward to that. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list right now. And then I'm also going to watch your latest video. And yeah, they've done plenty of these taste test reviews as well. I remember this with some energy drinks and things like that. And Derek's Journey is great for bringing a lot of people together for collaborations, particularly around fitness. And then, so hopefully everybody will connect with 2D Life. 1,900 subscribers, so they're officially on the road to 2,000. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And they've gotten into 3,200, 4,600, 6,000 views. And hopefully everybody will connect. And like I said, Derek's Journey is an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then... oh, yeah, Timmy does everything. I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now. Sarah Prestwood's on there. I'll take it one at a time, but we still got a couple minutes here, so I'll just go as fast as I can. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then the master of all movies, Presswood DVD collector. I just watched a video from her before Tuber Chat earlier today. I watched one and ran another one. But this creator is bringing us DVD and Blu-ray reviews in a collection. And she is constantly adding to that collection. You can see, look at this, March 13th, new titles. My dear goodness. There's dozens of DVDs and Blu-rays there, I think. So I can put this video in my catch-up list as well. And Sarah Presswood will talk about these as she flips through the different titles. She does a great description of every movie and discusses whether she's watched them before or not. Then she's gotten into shorts videos as well, gotten into 2,000 views, 2,200, 2,400, 6,900 views. There's quite a bit of variety here as well. And then live streams as well. She's done plenty of these. We'll see if she's going to bring any up again soon. She did one a couple of weeks ago. And we've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Ellen Smile, I'm going to put you onto the wheel right now. And we'll spin for fun and see what's happening. I know Timmy Does Everything has posted a few videos now. And then it looks like Ellen Smile is actually going to come up right now. So we'll see what they've got going on. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Ellen Smile up on the screen right now. This is another channel I'm still getting to know. They recently started coming into the Tuber Chat family, but it's great to have you back in the chat again today. I notice you've got a very short video as the latest one, so I'm going to grab the second latest video because this one's 9 minutes. Perfect to connect with as well. When I talk about connecting with 3-minute videos, that's a minimum. Right? You know, everybody's welcome to do much more, watch longer videos, or 2 or 3 videos is a good idea. Maybe put a couple into a playlist that you can run after and show YouTube that you cared so much about that creator's content, you already went back for seconds or thirds, right? I just mentioned the minimums that we know work. Then shorts on this channel. These have gotten into 2,400, 2,800 views, which is great to see. And then let's look at live streams over here. They seem to be doing these fairly frequently as well. Looks like almost daily. So lots of opportunity to catch Ellen Smile. They're working on 2,200 subscribers. It's been a couple weeks since I caught a live stream from you, but hopefully I'll catch another one soon. We'll spin the wheel just for fun. Timmy Does Everything is coming up, and I think I've got time for one more channel. So let me just see what I can do while we look at Timmy Does Everything. And I just dropped the link again. We're going to go over to Cove Action in a moment. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Let's get Squirrel's World onto the wheel. And I will spin just for fun. And pardon me, my allergies are just on me. My dear goodness, we're finishing just in time today. Timmy Does Everything brings a lot of speed on his channel, a lot of auto racing. Now, this creator reset and restarted, so I still have to subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to grab the 3-minute video here, and I'm going to put that in my watch later list. That will let me connect with them after the stream. And then they've got shorts on the channel as well, 2,100, 3,300 views, which is great to know. Forgive me, I know you mentioned earlier the Kiss pinball machine. I have heard of that, as a matter of fact, and definitely a collector's edition. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment that everybody can be here. Thank you to our moderators again. I hope everybody will thank them and connect with them. I think it's easy to see. I wouldn't be able to do these streams the way they are if it wasn't for their help. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to, and I do appreciate everybody's patience. We will be back on Friday. I got to be away for a few days just for work, and then we'll be back expecting to be Friday night, and then we should get back to our schedule of every 3 days. And pardon me again while after my allergies here. What we're going to do right now is go over to Cove Action. The live redirect is already set. They've got a nice long intro for us. I'm still going to play our end screen so everybody can clean up their connections here. I'll see you over there. As well, Michael's Adventures is dropping a premiere right now. And then Local Reviewer should be live or going live any second. But thank you, everyone, again for the time that you spent. Squirrel's World has been with us for many years as well. I know this creator's been doing a lot of sleep streams lately. This is something that's been a popular thing for people to do also. And sometimes it's can't sleep streams. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 1,400, 1,700 views. And then Squirrel's World as an artist is bringing us a chance to get to know her as well. And this creator's been a friend for a long, long time. Working on 800 subscribers, which is great to see. So hopefully we'll push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. And thank you, everyone. Again, I'll see you over with Cove Action in a few minutes.
Are you out there grinding day by day, creating your content, trying to find your way? You're dreaming big, but it's hard to stand. You need a crew who understands the plan. From your first of thousands up to the watch time grind, there's a place where creators come to shine. Join the wave, the movement, the vibe. With Tuber Chat, it's your time to thrive. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops to get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. The first 4,000 hours to the rising stars. Tuber Chat takes you far beyond the bars. No more struggling on your own. With the fam around, you're never alone. Exclusive perks for those who believe in the power of connection and what you can achieve. Your channel's your vision, we're here to help it grow. Join Tuber Chat, get in the flow. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops to get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. You've got the passion, you've got the drive. With Tuber Chat, your channel will thrive. So hit subscribe, join the team. Let's build each other up, live the dream. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops to get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. So join the ride, it's time to shine. With Tuber Chat, success you'll find. Let's grow together, it's what we do. The future's bright when we rise with you.